everybody. Uh, Nozzi and I are in the process of getting things all set up.
Hello.
Stream will be stream will be good soon. Just please bear with us. Uh, Sorry for the kind of awkward silence of nothingness, but we'll be up and running soon.
Oh, my chat likes your Hello.
Hello.
I am scared. Please hold me. Please hold the fuck up. The fuck up is me.
I mean, if worse comes to, I don't know, we'll figure something out. But
Emergency game switch.
emergency game switch. Okay.
That's what we're doing, Mystic. That's what we're doing. We're trying to use the. It says host input is temporarily disabled. The host is busy.
I know. I'm trying to work my things.
Oh, okay.
And get the actual game up because it's not displaying on my stream. Which is also great. Okay, there we go. Hello, Arsenal. Hello, Cypress. Hello, Goblin After Dark.
Hello. Wait, Arsenal's over there. Ah, oh, damn, Arsenal! I can't believe you betrayed me like this. Oh my god.
Arsenal knows the true Goblin to watch.
Can't believe it. I can't believe it.
Well,
I've been betrayed. See, I told you. Once they saw a better design.
They got
a
taste of a better design. I shouldn't say that. Your design is lovely. I've always really liked your design. It's simplistic, but it's actually very cute.
Thank you.
Okay. I don't know why my controller all of a sudden stopped working.
I mean, I'm getting a PowerPoint.
You're getting a PowerPoint? You're getting what?
It's going at like 5 frames a minute.
Oh my god. Oh no. Okay. Arsenal's bringing the chaos to both streams. Appreciate it.
Excellent.
Okay.
Oh god, what is happening?
Is it like really bad?
It is extremely stuttery. Holy shit.
No.
No. Maybe should I host?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. We'll try that.
Yeah, let's try it that way.
My internet's good. I don't know why it's so stuttery.
I have no clue. Holy shit.
Oh dear god. Okay, well, we'll try. One way or another, we will.
One way or another, this will work. I swear to God.
Oh, it happened to you too, Cypress. So it's not just an us issue.
What happened?
That like there was weird kind of stuttery problems. Well, I'm glad to know it's not just us. That makes me feel a little bit better.
Okay.
Sorry that happened to you too, but also, helps me feel less alone.
How do I...
In the meantime, I'll shove my face with Oreos.
How do I invite people? It says to give you... It just says to send a link. I don't want to send a link. I want to...
In, like, your friends list, you should be able to, like, click on my name. And, like...
Oh? Okay.
Invite me to play from there. I should wait in the dice house to listen to the sweet music. I'd love to, except, currently the game isn't working.
Oh boy, alright. Try...
Okay, we'll try
that. Try that, see if that one...
We'll try it.
14 frames per second, like Nintendo intended.
How's everyone doing?
Okay. Alright.
We having a good day at the very least.
Oh no! Oh, 3 bars. 3 bars, not the... Yeah, 2... Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. What does this look like on your end?
It currently is input is temporarily disabled while the host is busy.
Oh boy, alright. I will play as Mugman.
Okay.
Speaking of links, OnlyFans when? No!
Only Gobs.
Stop being lewd. Can you see this at all?
I can see it. I don't know if my stream can see it, because I don't think it's being captured properly.
Okay,
I'm glad you're peachy keen, Goblin After Dark. We're trying to get things to work, but
Let me open your stream so I can actually see.
God. That's not what I want. That's not what I want.
Oh no. Oh no.
Hang on.
Oh.
Maybe that is what I want, actually.
Oh god, oh fuck.
Oh god, oh fuck.
No, fuck off, Billie Eilish. God damn it.
But no, I'm gonna start up an OnlyFans and call it my Only Orchards. I've made that joke on Twitter before.
Oh no. I've started OnlyFans. It's just like with sword, just me holding a sword. Just like that. That's the only thing on the OnlyFans. Just like me with various swords and medieval arms.
I have way too many scuff streams, Goblin After Dark, to feel bad about it anymore. At this point,
Okay,
it's just kind of par for the course. Like,
good news is it looks like it's being captured on your stream.
okay, yeah.
One day, the two boys wandered far from home,
Little
despite all the
stuttery.
turtles' many warnings. Ended up on the wrong side of the tracks and entered the Devil's Casino. Inside, Cuphead and Mugman soon found themselves in a winning streak at the craps table. Oh man, that's a bad word. Not allowed to say that.
We're not allowed to say those naughty words.
Not allowed to say those naughty words. Not allowed to say the fuck word.
Not on this Christian stream.
No swearing on my Christian Minecraft server, you bitch. Oh boy, alright. So if you press start, it should put you in the game. Oh, okay, progress!
I'm here.
Progress has occurred.
I'm here. I have 1 HP. Why do I have 1 HP?
Very good question. Okay, how's the...
What?
How's it playing for you, at least?
It's stuttery.
How stuttery we talking?
Folks
Unplayable
on
stuttery?
stream, like, it's probably better for me than it is on stream, so how bad does it
boy.
look on stream?
Boy.
I can't seem to... Can I unfull screen? Because right now I'm stuck in full screen, so I have to pull up my
Oh,
stream on
shit.
the phone. But
Wait, why is it 1280? What the hell? Oh.
is that changing it for you too?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay, never mind. I'll just watch it on my
Yeah.
phone.
Oh,
Lots of
God.
teleporting and skipping about. Oh no.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. Like, I guess we have to change game. Look, we've reached the unbeatable section. Not even the almighty Dean Takahashi.
You can't get over the chest high wall.
Wait, what else? Do we want to play something else?
Well, apparently this is not gonna function, so I think we have to.
Ah, shit.
Oh fuck. Okay. What else do we both have? Even.
Good question. Fuck. Okay,
I'm
looking
gonna,
on...
I'm gonna close out of this.
Yeah. Okay, looking on Google, it looks like most people play this shit with Parsec, whatever that is.
Oh, maybe that's what Thorn and I did.
Maybe.
That sounds familiar now, actually.
Yeah, I don't think we had... I don't know enough about Parsec to set it all up, so...
Yeah, Thorn tackled most of that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to
From what I
get
remember.
Thorn. It's just bully... I haven't talked to Thorn. I haven't talked to Thorn in so long. Oh, I feel like such a bad
Thorn
friend.
messaged me like literally the other day. I'll message them back being like, "Hey, I'm doing well. How about you? Also, remember when we played Cuphead? So
Oh, no.
Nozzi and I need help."
God, I need to hang out with Thorn again. It has been a literal year since I fucking talked to him last.
I haven't collabed with Thorn in ages. It's been almost a year
I don't think
since
I've
I
ever
collabed.
collabed with Thorn. I wanted to, but I chickened out from asking him in the last minute.
Oh my god, that's such a mood though.
Oh, but yeah, no, like any collab I've done where it's like, hey, this is me meeting this person, or like really communicating with this person like at length for the first time. It's literally because I was sleep deprived at fucking 3 a.m. and sent the message without the higher functions of my brain going, no, don't!
Yeah, like legit, I've been wanting to collab with you for ages, and if it wasn't for you messaging like the Goblin Discord being like, "I'm looking for collabs," I probably wouldn't have said anything.
Oh no.
I was just like, okay, this is my chance. I've got to be brave. asking the goblins as a whole.
That's how I got, like, Grandpa on my fucking Discord friends list. It was like fucking 3 a.m. I saw his tweet with his Discord tag is on it, and the upper part of my brain, like, didn't have a chance to respond because it was half asleep.
Cypress, I literally cheeky, like, at-tweeted you, being like, yo, we should collab. So, like, I don't think you have to worry about messaging me first. I think I kind of initiated that accidentally.
Oh my god.
Okay, what do we both have? What can we play?
Ah, shit, that's a good question. Hang on, I'm gonna unplug my...
Shit. I'm sorry, everyone.
Aha, you fools. You thought you were here for Cuphead, but in reality you're here for...
You're here for...
Insert game here.
Whatever the hell else we play.
View profile, what the fuck do you have?
What the fuck? You have so many games, Jesus.
I have had my Steam account since like 2006,
Oh
2007.
my god.
It's been a minute. Let's see. Fuck, that's a name I haven't seen in a while.
What?
Freedom Planet.
Yeah, I actually, I think a friend gifted it to me.
Oh my god.
I was wanting to stream it at some point.
It's the only good Sonic game to come out in years, and it's not even a real Sonic game.
Damn, them fighting words. Not from me, but from someone.
From someone. Sure. There's someone out there for whom those are fighting words.
Hi, Starbro. We're having some issues with Cuphead, so we're currently in the process of trying to find a different game.
You have... Oh. Damn. Shit.
Damn, fuck. Shit.
I see you have Uno. It came free with your fucking Xbox.
I do have Uno.
I have the oldest Steam account known to me.
God, you can learn about people from looking at their Steam games, I swear.
Okay, if you're talking about the elf porn game, that one was not purchased by me.
I wasn't. I didn't even see an elf porn game. But now I'm curious. Now I'm gonna actively hunt for it.
Ah. I mean, you've got Honey Pop. I mean,
Did you
download the uncensorship patch like everyone did?
Of course I did. Like, I'm gonna play it in its purest form. Like, by purest, I mean, you know.
Yeah, the
most exposure.
One, being Q fucking masturbating on top of the washing machine. Why the fuck is that in the game?
It's the way it is.
That's such a specific fucking scene. My god. Amogus.
Amogus. When in doubt, there is always Amogus.
Yeah. So we can just yoink some fucking people in.
We can just yoink some people and play some Amogus.
It's a gunpoint. There's Terraria, which I don't even know if I have installed.
I don't think I have Terraria installed either. Shit.
Nozzi has always been a fan of no pirate. No, this is slander. The elf game it's not mine. I'm holding it for a friend.
Yeah, just like I'm holding my. How many hours is it? It's too many. I know that. Yeah, I'm holding my 122 hours into Honey Pop for a friend too.
Exactly. You do Left Dead. Left 4 Dead 2 even.
I don't think I have Left 4 Dead on my laptop right now either. And I actually don't know if it'll function on my laptop. I used to have like a nice streaming PC, and I'm currently like in kind of a weird transition where I'm using my laptop instead of like a nice PC.
Did you move recently? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. What are goblins if not small elves with green skin and sharp teeth? That's racist, first of all.
It's racist. Not necessarily untrue, but racist. Would you like a game suggestion? Do you have a game suggestion, Goblin After Dark? Is it something we can get for free?
Yeah. I mean, I've got Game Pass, but
I have Game Pass too.
All right. Okay. All right. That opens a whole new fucking. All right. Shit.
Yeah. No, that does open. Oh yeah, Super Animal Royale is free to play. I have that.
Super Animal Royale?
It was like big for a bit. Of like, it's just a battle royale where you play as animals and kill people.
Oh, I see.
I was supposed to do a collab with Goblin a bit ages ago, but then life kept getting in the way and we kept.
Yeah.
But I do have Game Pass.
Man, I still wanna like do something with Goblin at some point, but she's so big. I get so if I'm nervous talking to fucking people that are around about my size, fucking Goblin is massive part of this super huge group.
Yeah.
Like I wanna be her friend and play games, but
she owes me a collab. So because we had that Animal Royale collab, and then we couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Because things got in the way last minute, and then we were like, okay, let's just do a stream where we talk about our D&D characters. That sounds fun. And then
shit. I mean, we should do that.
we could do that.
You know, do we want to just do that? Fuck it.
We just want to talk about D&D.
Fuck yeah. Or just tabletop in general, because I play Cyberpunk as well. If you
really? Nice.
Yeah.
I'm mostly a D&D person, although I've played a fair bit of Masks.
I mostly play pardon me. I mostly play D&D and Cyberpunk, but honestly, it's D&D stuff. It's just because, let's be honest, the most common fucking rule set.
Okay, so are we just swapping to like D&D chats?
Fuck it, why not?
Fuck it. Okay, cool. I'm gonna change the game and stream info.
Fuck it.
Fuck it. This is becoming a just chatting stream.
The just chatting stream now. Who cares? I'm leaving the stream title as 2 Cup 2 Goblin, just so it confuses people that come in.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Cuphead didn't.
Yeah, Cuphead. Cuphead is dead. I can't believe Cuphead is fucking dead.
SMH can't believe Cuphead is dead. That's the title of my stream.
Oh boy. Oh, speaking of, did you know that someone made a Friday Night Funkin' mod that's literally just like Friday Night Funkin' Kid versus Cuphead?
Really?
Yeah, and it's got like an entire thing of we're during the second verse, Cuphead just fucking pulls out his gun and starts shooting at you.
Oops.
And so you have to combine doing the arrow inputs with dodging, and Cuphead will try and just pepper you with bullets during the thing. So your choice is, do you dodge the bullets and let your health go down, or do you sing through getting shot and hope you have enough health?
Okay, I'm gonna put us both on the big screen.
Yeah.
So people can see us better. I don't have my cozy forest background right now, unfortunately, but
I just got my shitty cave background.
You're gonna be tall compared to me. I'm gonna be the small one.
How tall is you supposed to be anyway?
Appleseed in D&D canon was like 3'6".
You are an inch taller than me.
I'm not entirely sure how tall in this Appleseed is.
Well, my model is about 3'5", which I've learned is apparently pretty fucking tall, because, like, tiny is, like, 2'11".
Yeah. Like,
Like,
who was it who did it? I think it was, also, thank you, Kiro, I hydrated. I think it was, Tama Petra, aka Smack the Goblin, who made, like, a height chart of a bunch of goblins, ages ago.
Yeah. I think I have that still.
I think I have it saved somewhere. I don't know where, but I'm confident I have it somewhere.
I must have it somewhere. If you find it, send it me. I'll put it up on the stream.
Yeah, I would have to do a lot of digging, so. Okay.
I think I found it.
Oh, you think you found it already?
Jesus Christ, I keep forgetting how, like, much of a nightmare being Scath looks sometimes. I love Scath, but he looks like a fucking nightmare being sometimes.
Oh man, there's so many good gobs, though.
Oh, holy shit, Thorn and I are the same height.
Oh, really?
My god. Yeah.
Wow.
Which is amazing, because my model doesn't have legs.
Yeah, that's... Imagine how tall you would be with legs.
Yeah, I'd be huge. Okay, according to the chart, yeah, you are about an inch taller than me. Yeah. Fucking Gabby and Fawn are taller than me? That's bullshit.
How tall are Gabby and Fawn?
It's hard to tell because of how short... Hang on, I'm gonna throw this image up on my stream so I can get a better look at it.
Oh, also, friends, if you haven't, you should subscribe to and also follow Nozzi on both the YouTube and the Twitch.
Yeah, I stream on both. I am starting to do a bit more with my Twitch, but YouTube has better quality because YouTube's like encoding is better. But Twitch does have a lot more toys, so
yeah.
Whichever you feel more comfortable with.
Either way, there are both your links, so people can
Thank you.
Follow both if they want to.
So I've got the height chart. I'm gonna start. Oh god, there's a lot of people I don't recognize. There are so fucking many of us.
I feel like I need to find the height chart because I need to pull it up.
Yeah, I shall send it to you.
Yeah, please.
Oh god.
It was Cuphead, and now it's become... It became D&D chats, and now we're going to compare the heights of different goblins.
Hey, someone's redeemed an Ara Ara. Hang on. Ara Ara?
Oh, is that double? Like, do I have to do one too?
I mean, if you want to.
I have a rule where I never do an attractive Ara Ara. They're always just adorable. So.
Oh yeah.
Ara Ara!
I tried doing cute Ara Aras. It just sounded like a fucking horrible gremlin creature.
Okay. I'm gonna try and pull this up for my folks, so y'all can see. I'm gonna move us off to the side for now.
So let's see. Starting all the way off to the side. So we've got JJ. Have you seen JJ recently? Is he still alive?
I have no idea.
I have no idea. Okay, so starting with JJ, he's like, JJ is 6'6". What the fuck?
Jesus, tall.
Holy shit! What the fuck? That's not even that's taller than most elves. JJ, what the hell?
I did the wrong thing. Whoopsie.
Oh boy. I don't recognize the next two. Then there's Tama. Tama's 5'6". I don't recognize the next few. I recognize the next one that's like half. I don't know what her name is though. She's like just under 5 feet.
Oh my god. Why isn't this? Mine's not wanting to pull up.
Oh shit, is it not?
It's not wanting to cooperate.
Oh wait. Oh, by the way, the hair counts towards height here because this is uh, basically the character image is basically used as a ruler essentially.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like the first half of these people is like mostly hobgoblins. Wait, okay, so chaos is like about 5'3". That's a little more reasonable. Um, wait, Claire is fucking 4'9". The
What?
fuck?
No,
I
I don't believe that. That's a lie.
I refuse. There's no way Claire is 5'9".
Why isn't that thing?
Pirate wouldn't be a fitting theme for me. Viking would be more apt.
Oh my
And do it,
god.
mistake. Become the Viking VTuber that we all deserve. Deserve. What the fuck was that pronunciation for me? My god.
Okay, I'm sorry, everyone. This is very small. But
Yeah, I've had to stretch it out. Just. Ugh, god. Okay, Claire is 4'9". That is. Oh wait, no. Sorry, no. Claire is 3'9". Okay, that makes more sense.
okay, that's more accurate.
That makes more sense. Mitch is about 3'8". That makes sense. Scath kind of fucking scares me.
Here, we can.
Scath
actually
is
zoom
3'9", but like with how wide he is, I feel like he's gonna fucking eat us.
in. Scat's gonna just consume us all.
I need to fucking stream with Scath again. He's so much fun.
I
hope
have
he's
never actually streamed with Scath. I've always wanted to.
I love Scath. He's I remember like he took a break because he was afraid that like his brand was basically torpedoed because like most goblins are trying to be cute, but he's trying to be a little bit more of a traditional Germanic
Which
goblin.
I love, actually. Like,
Yeah,
I love the kind of uglier...
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like to use that because that sounds insulting, but
Yeah.
like the more monstrous kind of goblin.
Yeah. Like Scath like fills a niche that like honestly is very, very underfilled, and I think it's so no offense to any goblin, but our niche is kind of like incredibly fucking full.
Yeah.
Like incredibly full. So and most of us take the whole like kind of cutesy like fey goblin kind of thing. Where like
Yeah.
yeah, like we're based off like the more Anglo French kind of tales where it's like, oh man, we're cute little fey creatures, basically fucking leprechauns. And then Scath is just like a fucking like gremlin creature from Germanic folklore. I fucking love that. That's
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
That's amazing.
No, it's awesome.
There's also the necromancer guy. Okay, fucking Steez doesn't count because he's still technically a fey style goblin. He's just dead. That's different. Fawn being 3'6" kind of confuses the shit out of me because his proportions make him look way smaller.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Gabby being about the same size as Fawn does make sense though because they've got the similar energy. The fact that Gabby is an inch taller than me, like that, bugs me a tiny bit.
Just slightly above.
Who is the thick bimbo goblin? I do not recognize her. Do you? Right next to you on the chart?
I don't recognize her. I have no idea who that is.
I hope she's still streaming because once again, like that's another like as you go down here, you actually do get to see like yes, our niche is very very full, but there is a lot of variance and
yeah, there's a few folks here that I
there's a couple here that
recognize, but like
there's a yeah they don't really stand out because they kind of they're kind of they're not generic. That's not the word I'm looking for.
no, but I get what you mean.
Yeah, like they aren't a stand. Like when I started doing goblin stuff, you know how many fucking goblin VTubers there were?
How many?
Like fucking 10
Yeah, like
that I was aware of. Like big like there was probably like a bunch of like a lot smaller ones and ones that are big now that were just small back then. But like there were like 10 that I knew of.
Yeah, I mean, I only started like a year ago. And at that point, there was already like a decent amount of goblins, but there wasn't like a lot of like big goblins yet.
Like, I started like 2 years ago, I think. I swear it was like in 2020 I started doing goblin stuff. And there was like a few decently sized ones, but they weren't anywhere near as big as like the biggest ones are now. And then like a couple months later, like maybe like 3, 4 months later, fucking Honey came onto the scene, I think.
Yeah, yeah,
And she
yeah.
just blew the fuck up because she brought like an audience from elsewhere. Um, then Gary showed up, and
Yeah.
it's just kind of spiraled from there.
I remember like getting completely like blown away because the only goblin VTuber I was aware of when I started was Barry the Bugbear, and when he like followed me back on Twitter, I was like, ah! It was
Hi,
like
Claire. We're talking about the height chart that Thomas did last year.
it was like feeling like a celebrity had followed me. Like it was crazy.
Oh god, like I really want to hang out with Barry because like I hung out with Gary once, and like Gary is just kind of
Gary's so chill.
way, yeah, he's so chill, but it's like he's always so busy. But like I also want to hang out with, like, there's all these people that like that have been around for about as long as I have, but like they've gotten so fucking huge. I'm just like, I want to be your friend.
Yeah,
but you're so huge.
I was in such an interesting position where I kind of started around the same time as a lot of like the bigger gobs now, where like, you know, Honey really got big like shortly after I debuted.
I mean, a lot of the bigger ones, I will say this, because I used to feel really, really discouraged. Because I've been doing like YouTube stuff since like 2010, right? And I haven't exploded because YouTube is just be like that.
Yeah, YouTube just be like that.
Yeah. But a lot of like the bigger gobs now, they're coming in with pre-existing connections that most of us don't have.
Oh yeah,
like
no, for sure.
like Gary has his band. Honey was a very, very popular streamer on Picardo before she debuted as a VTuber. I think Barry had something similar. I'm not sure. I think the only one that I could say probably did not bring any prior audience with them is probably Grandpa, but like Grandpa is just like such a goddamn precious fucking being.
Yeah, no,
that
Grandpa's a saint.
Yeah,
We
like,
all
Grandpa,
love Grandpa. If
Grandpa
you don't like
hit
Grandpa,
the-
I'm sorry. Like, I don't know if you can call yourself a
Yeah.
VTuber.
Nah,
Like,
like it's illegal. Like Grandpa. I don't want to say Grandpa got lucky because no, like Grandpa,
no, Grandpa
is a,
still works incredibly hard.
yeah, he works
but,
incredibly fucking hard. Yeah, but there is a bit of luck to what we do though.
no, but
You
like
have to say that.
it was very strange because it was like, you know, I remember like going to Gobby Lynn's debut and like going to Gary's debut because Gary started
Yeah.
like a few months after I did.
Yeah, I remember that too. Like,
And like
it,
it feels very weird now, kind of
Yeah.
looking back and being like, oh yeah, these were people that like, you know, I started with and like I collabed with fairly early on in my own VTubing and their own VTubing. Like Gobby Lynn in like a big Monster Prom collab I did was one of the first collabs I ever did.
oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I did like Monster Prom and just invited like a handful of people that I had started to talk to at that point. And it was like Gobby Lynn, the Reactive Cupid, who's here on this chart as well. Who else was in that?
Yeah, like, but like
remember,
just because like if I leave what I was saying about Grandpa unfinished, it'll make me sound like an asshole. But yeah, I don't want to say like Grandpa like is one of those people that he hit it big, and he
Yuka?
got the
Yeah, Yuka
algorithm.
as well.
He got the algorithm just right, and he hit it big, and he just whooshed off with, like, as far as I'm aware, no pre-existing audience. And I feel like he deserves it so fucking much. I love that guy so much, and he still throws it back to the other people.
No,
so
Grandpa is such a saint, and like Grandpa
Yeah.
is like without a doubt one of,
Yeah.
if not the most supportive like
yeah.
VTuber I've ever met.
Yeah, like he knows how hard that we all work, and he knows that honestly it's a fucking crapshoot blowing up in this fucking industry.
Oh yeah.
But he still does like he's kind of what I if I ever blow up, it's kind of what I want to be like my if I blow up, I'm like oh boy. So without going into too much detail, like before I became a VTuber, I had several friends that are now like multi-thousand, 100,000 like sub channels, right? And when we were starting out, they were friends. We hung out all the time. Fucking the moment they started fucking like hitting that uptrend, cut me out entirely. Fucking blocked me and just
That's
completely
heartbreaking.
gone.
I hate that.
Found all, yeah, and it kept happening. Like I've been doing this shit long enough that I've seen it happen again and again and again, and it's happened to me a couple times with VTubing as well. But I've also seen how those kinds of careers end out. The moment you do that, like nobody wants to be your fucking friend anymore. So if I ever blow up, I'm a tech like fucking if I blow up before you, Claire, Tiny, any of that, like y'all getting tied to the fucking coattail
Yeah, like I
against your will.
And I don't like to say that it's using my audience, I guess, to promote my friends, but like some of my like closest friends in the VTubing community are like smaller streamers who like have barely got an affiliate.
Yeah.
And it's like okay, I am just wanting to hang out with you because we're friends and it's kind of a nice bonus for you.
Yeah. Like I have that too, and it's like I don't want to say who this person is, but I have one friend who refuses to collab with me because they are afraid of being seen as a clout chaser.
Wow.
Because
That's really sad actually.
Yeah, and if I say who they are, they'll get mad at me, so I'm not going
No,
to.
that's valid.
If I say their name, that comes across as clout. But that's the fucking mentality that this industry fucking foments, and I don't understand it.
Yeah, it's really like I don't know, it's really heartbreaking. Like I just want to be able to play games with people and
Same.
like have fun and just chat and be silly and get to know people.
Same.
Like that's my biggest thing. And it's very sad that people feel like either they can't approach me or I can't approach certain people because it feels like I'm clout chasing.
Yeah.
It's like
Thank you for the follow around part, by the way. Sorry for cutting you off.
no, it's okay. Like there's so many people that I genuinely want to do stuff with.
Oh, you better not be saying Hayak is a Rule 63 me, because I swear to God, I will fucking commit a violence. Oh my God, that man.
Yeah. But yeah, it's very yeah, exactly, Rack. Like you put it best. It should be more about just having fun with people.
Yeah.
There shouldn't
Like
be
having-
a worry about, clout chasing or
Yeah.
like
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I ramble.
No. Sorry. Like I saw a break and I was just about to say like having big number is good, but like if you just chase big number, you're gonna burn out. You're going to drive yourself crazy, and at the end of it, when those big number wear off, because thank you for the follow, Gartoon.
Hey,
Thank you for the
thank
gifted
you,
subs,
Cartoon.
Rampart. Shit. Like, the whole thing about this whole thing is just ephemeral as fuck. Like, if, like everyone goes through, like, arcs of, like, popularity and unpopularity, and maybe you go up again. If you cut everyone off, like, the moment you get that big number boost, like the moment you hit that download, nobody's gonna want to hang out with you again. So big number good, friendship better. Because if your friends have big number, then you also have big number by extension if that's what you care about. But what you should care about is the friend.
Yeah, no, it's always for me like even now, and granted, like you have a YouTube audience, which I don't have, and even your Twitch audience is bigger than me, but it's just kind of like
No.
it is.
No way.
Not by
it's
much.
No way.
Not by much, but it is.
Fuck.
I only just recently hit 600.
Shit. I think most of my followers are from like the old, like pre-VTuber days. I don't think they count anymore. Oh shit! A Mystic did a. Oh boy. Okay, I have to do a friggin' goblin purr. Okay, hang on.
Yep, no worries.
There you go.
But
Turn those off for now. But never mind.
I want to collab with you because I've just always liked your content and thought that you and I would get along really well.
I mean, the fact that our Cuphead stream crashed and burned, and we've been sitting here for an hour talking about bullshit.
Yeah, talking about whatever. I changed the stream title again to just like bullshit rambling with Nozzi. Like, but.
Claire wants to know if you'd enjoy collabing with her.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I'm really bad at reaching out to people myself, Claire, but
Same.
seriously, like please reach out to me because chances are I will say yes. Like, I just want to make friends. I want to play games with people.
Same. Like holy shit. Like I was trying to say, and I think I butchered. Like becoming popular, blowing up. That's all well and good, but having friends and people to play with and people to vibe with and just make memories with—that's the most important part about VTubing. Like holy shit. You think half of us would do this if we didn't make friends? Like if we were just lonely in like a fucking like stream cubicle doing whatever for like we'd fucking literally kill ourselves out of like just oh god.
Also, Mystic, I'm sorry. I'm not ignoring it. I did see it earlier. We've just been rambling, and I haven't felt like it was a good time to bring it up. I have not really ever played Final Fantasy XIV. I would not be opposed to trying it out.
It is a very good game. I play it a lot when I'm off stream and even on stream sometimes.
I tried to get into it a while ago with my ex, back when we were still together.
Yeah.
And I didn't find it was really for me, but maybe that was just,
The issue with it is that so they recently redid the first set of quests, The Realm Reborn, because they've kind of recognized that like the original storyline they did was not super great, so they've been kind of reworking it. But also the main issue with it is you kind of can't approach Final Fantasy XIV like an MMO. You kind of need to approach it like, well, a Final Fantasy game.
Yeah. No,
like it is.
That's what I'd prefer to approach it as.
Yeah.
Like, I really like Final Fantasy, so.
It's a Final Fantasy game with an MMO element more so than it is a MMO with a Final Fantasy element, and I think that's what I like about it the most. Because I played World of Warcraft since I was like 9 years old, like, yeah, I don't want to go back to that. Like, holy shit.
Oh yeah.
Like my childhood was designed and written by fucking rapists. I don't want to go back to that. My god.
That's entirely valid. Yeah, I've never really been like a huge like MMO person. I played like Mabinogi back in the day.
This is Appleseed.
Hello!
This is a friend of mine that we have kind of just been like doing that thing where you stand at opposite ends of the room wishing you'd talk to each other for like a year.
Yeah, it's like, you're at a party, you see each other across the room, and it's like, man, I should introduce myself to that person.
I wish they'd introduce themselves to me.
And then you kind of just do that, like the entire party, except that party has been like a year. So
Apple's Twitch is linked in the description of the YouTube video. God, my brain doesn't want to work. But yeah,
it happens. I get it.
Okay, hang on. I do want to actually go down the rest of this chart. Okay, Thorn, that makes sense. I don't recognize like the hyper realistic goblin on the chart. Do you recognize that guy?
I have no idea.
A lot of these people are from dead channels. I've noticed. That's another thing.
I think
about
that's
Goblin.
a Hero Forge mini. That hyper realistic one. I don't know.
Like that's actually and that's another issue with the Goblin community that I don't like to think about. There's a lot of just dead channels. People that like started because I guess goblins were popular, and then just kind of burned out like immediately. You noticed that?
Yeah. Like I think, and I hate to soil her good name by saying this, but I think Honey Goblin kind of inspired like a lot of people to kind of like, oh yeah, GobTuber.
Yeah, it's not Honey's fault by any
Oh
means, but
God, no,
like
no, Honey's a
yeah, like
freaking
I like
sweetheart.
it's definitely made me kind of regret being a goblin because being a goblin was my second choice, and I started like 2-3 months before Honey,
I
so I was just
oh sorry, go on.
I was like it was like my original choice was a character design I've kind of had since I was like 15, and I was like, oh man, I could totally make this a fucking VTuber because like man, I really want to get into this scene because it's fresh and hip. I
Yeah,
said in like 2019. And
fresh and hip and young.
yeah, and then like the more I thought about it, the more I was like, no, no, like I think it might be a little too out there,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, I get it.
because cyberpunk wouldn't release for a while, so I was like, So I went for the goblin thing, and then immediately like 2-3 months later, fucking Honey just comes out, and it's like, oh, there's this shitload of them. Fuck.
Yeah, I had a few different concepts in mind. Um, but the one that kind of stuck out to me most was, you know, a VTuber concept that was based on my like at the time like favorite and most played D&D character, who was a goblin druid by the name of Appleseed, who had like kind of plant DNA mixed into her being.
Oh, that's cool as hell.
And you know, she was a very specific like type of homebrew druid where she could turn into plants as well as animals. And you know, it was she was a character that I just absolutely adored and fell so hard in love with
Yeah.
that I was just kind of like, okay, well, you know, I
Mine.
commissioned and at the time like, you know, close friend slash housemate of mine to see if he could make a decent model. It was his first time ever trying to make one,
Oh boy.
and I still
Do
use
you
it to this
have
day.
you have a model, or are you
I do have a model because of again the kind of awkward
Oh, okay, so it's laptop. Okay.
yeah.
All right, because I just realized I've never actually seen your model.
Yeah, I do have a model, but when I moved away from my ex, the nice PC was his. So
Ah, I see. I see.
I am currently in the process of getting my old PC. That, granted, it's several years old, so probably doesn't function quite as well, but
I mean, we kind of hit the point where like technology doesn't really advance that quickly. So long as it's like not from like I don't know, like 2012, you're probably fine.
yeah. Like I'll have to do some extensive virus scans, I'm sure, because it's old. But aside from
Yeah.
that, like it should be functional. I just need
Yeah.
to get some new stuff for it.
Yeah. God, this character, this goblin, is actually also based off of one of my D&D characters. It's a character I've only ever used once, and it's a goblin, I think evocation wizard,
Ooh.
with a noble with a noble background, and I
Ooh.
and I went like, uh. So I kind of had like this whole homebrewed thing where it's like there's like ley lines under the earth and like they kind of converge in like caves, and there's this species of goblins that have kind of like ascended almost like so
Okay.
like they're all like infused like they've got a lot more like magical potential than most goblins, and the ones that do have magical aptitude, their hair kind of reflects it. So like
Ooh.
fire, someone who's very good with fire magic would be like a redhead, or water magic or ice magic would be a blue kind of thing. And then like kind of like I have this entire kingdom underground. And I kind of went with it, and then like I noticed at the time there was a lot of like goblin queen things around, and I was just like, if you're a goblin queen and you spend like 9 hours a day streaming, how the fuck are you running a nation? And I was like, constitutional monarchy. So I kind of had this whole idea of like being like kind of like a parody kind of thing. Which I think is kind of
gotcha,
bit me in the
gotcha.
ass a little bit. It's kind of bit me in the ass a little bit because the thing, like, at a glance, you don't notice the parody.
Yeah, no, that's
So,
fair,
so it
but
kind of blends it, which is why I don't wear the crown very often. Like, actually, the crown's a toggle, but it's almost always off. Hmm.
who else
But
is on this list?
oh yeah, hang on. Let's see. We've got
Cupid.
Cupid. I like Cupid. He's a little angry sometimes. I hope he's gotten better. Is he he or a they? Because I don't actually know. He. Okay. Because the fishnets are throwing me off. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I it's specifically like like his avatar is kind of a goblin OC of his.
Goblin fanboy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goblin
Riv,
fanboy is right.
have you hung out with Riv at all? I just see her.
I have not had the pleasure of hanging out with Riv.
Oh, she is precious. She's precious. I love her. I wish she was my mom.
Yeah, like I really
Out of
hope
context,
I
I
get the
realize that
chance
sounds
to
weird.
hang out with Riv at some point because I think
I
oh my
Riv
God.
is great. I like when Tiny Tina's comes out. I'm gonna get Tiny and Riv, and we're gonna just do that because like
hell yeah,
fuck. Hey, you're invited by the way because that's a 4-player game.
hell yeah, I'd be down.
Riv is my ideal mommy. It's mostly just like she's like Riv is a very crass, very loud, and I mean she self-identifies as a bitch, and honestly that's kind of refreshing.
Yeah, no, like I've always really, and I will sing Riv's praises. If like I admire anyone who's like confident enough to kind of just like do their own shit and do so like very unapologetically.
Wait, what? Hang on. Wait,
Yeah.
Claire, what did I say about you? What? I didn't say anything about you that was bad. I said that I couldn't believe how tall you were. What? Did I say something rude about Claire without thinking? What the hell?
No, not to my knowledge.
I'm very confused.
We were talking about the fact that we couldn't believe you were tall.
Yeah, like you're taller than both of us. We were surprised. Like that's literally it.
But maybe it's just that we're smaller beings than we.
We are very small. Yeah. No, we're not reviewing all the goblins. We're just looking down the height chart and kind of seeing like who's still around, who's blown the fuck up, who's died, shit like that. Is Cove still around? I haven't actually seen Cove
Cove's still
at all.
around.
I guess she's been on like a hiatus, or am I just blocked? What the fuck?
I don't think she's on a hiatus or anything.
I haven't seen Cove around. Like
I'm
hoping I haven't said something to offend Cove and just not realized it, but
I think Cove's just like I know I
Cove,
think she's
I know
still
Cove
a
and-
mod for like Honey's stuff. So
yeah.
I would imagine
think-
that keeps you rather busy if that's the case.
Yeah, I imagine. I think Cove and Tiny know each other, or at least I don't know, or they might use. Because I know Tiny used to know Honey, and then Honey stopped talking to Tiny.
Oh, also
But that's
Rapid.
not my thing to talk about.
Ada Ada.
Ada.
Only ever cutesy.
I can't do cutesy. Like the best I can do with cutesy is like Ada.
See,
That's the
that's
best I got.
adorable. What are you talking about? Oh, I will also hydrate. Where's my water? There's my water.
Steez is good.
Steez is wonderful.
Steez kept fucking 30 people entertained the other day, fishing in Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
I am baffled by that man. Holy shit.
Admire that shit.
I am amazed at that man's ability to turn the most boring fucking thing into like entertaining content. Holy fuck. Like I don't recognize who the person directly to the right of
I have no
Steez
idea who that is.
I think that might be a dead channel.
Yeah.
Then we have He Who Must Not Be Named and Zem.
Yep. Zem, who's wonderful. Love Zem.
I want to hang out with Zem. I have never talked to Zem. I'm like the fucking creepy girl in the bushes, just like
The most I've
I
talked
wish
to
to
Zem,
talk to you.
and I feel bad because I'm not trying to like drag shit into anything here. I have the most I've talked to Zem is during the debacle with He Who Must Not Be Named.
Yeah,
So
oh boy. So He Who Must Not Be Named, did you hear that he's been caught using bot views since
that doesn't
12
surprise
days?
me.
Yeah. Apparently
Sorry,
once everything pops off. Sorry.
I'm sorry. I try and keep my streams relatively free of discussions on that kind.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
I just heard this. I heard this info like a couple days ago, and I didn't know if you'd heard.
Yeah. No.
Right.
That is something that does not shock me, and is something that I have had a few conversations with people about that being suspected. So
yeah. Yes, I shall not talk about. Is the one after Zem just the goblin from Goblinstone?
maybe. Oh,
Like, I
dear
don't
God,
that's not
Rapid!
a-
Rapid, no! Rapid, no! No, Rapid! Rapid, no!
What's Rapid what?
Rapid has redeemed something in my chat.
Oh no. What is
where
it?
For the next 2 minutes, I get to speak like this to you!
Ooh, ooh,
Ooh, ooh, Nozzi, let's go!
Okay, Appleseed, let's go.
Yours is so much worse than mine. Like, and by that I mean it's perfect.
I recognize the next person on the list. I do
don't-
not recognize this purple one.
I don't recognize them either. I'm a little upset I don't recognize
Oh,
them. I really
no.
like their design.
It's a very cool design. I don't know. Ada.
And then there's Fiona, and we
And
love
then there's
Fiona.
Fiona, like a little football. Oh no. Little football.
And
I
who's
do not recognize the next one.
yeah? Who's that? I don't recognize them either.
Oh no. And then there was Wales.
Then
It was
there's
like a little,
Wales.
a little plushie.
A little plushy.
A little plushie.
Oh, laugh! I'm glad your chest hurts from laughing. I'm glad we can make you laugh so much. Oh God, my neighbors must hate me. Like I just hear shit like this constantly. You don't think you've heard Uwu Apple? Oh, I'm so sorry. That you've never had the pleasure. Uwu Apple is a goddamn tweet. Well, there's the goblin chart.
Babel has a redeem where for 15 minutes we have to talk in Uwu speak. It's great.
Yeah, it's yeah. Valley Girl Appleseed is fun too. Trust me.
Like, oh my god, you have a Valley Girl redeem? Like, oh my god.
I do. Oh my
Like,
God, it's wonderful.
I can't believe you would like have a Valley Girl redeem. Like, it's appropriating my like culture. Like, oh my god. Not even doing. Shut the fuck up, Sigh.
But
Just take the cat.
wait now,
the
it
cat
is
and the dog.
Uwu time. And
Uh,
now, because I haven't actually had a chance to talk about it, there's also a redeem for Bard Appleseed, where she will take over
Oh.
the stream.
Oh, jeez.
Bard Appleseed is a lot
The one
more
with the- the one with the-
flirtatious and
The one with a very affected British accent.
Indeed.
Indeed. Very. I wasn't sure whether to be offended or not. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm sorry. I honestly, like, I was teetering between, like 5 different accents, and I wasn't even sure which one I was gonna go with before I pressed start stream.
Oh my god.
So...
I mean, you could have gone for, like, you know, like, basically Shakespeare's bard, which would be like modern day Shakespeare. He would talk like this, he would. Because he spoke like a poor person.
Yeah, I debated going with very Shakespearean, because that's, like, what the design was kind of inspired by.
Okay, but so, like, the modern equivalent of Shakespeare, or, like, actual Shakespeare?
Probably, like, more Elizabethan, like...
Ah, yes.
English kind of speak.
It is such a missed opportunity that you do not speak with thine Elizabethan tones.
I have done a lot of Shakespeare throughout my life, so I like to think I'm good at it.
Yeah. Oh, if you played 14, you'd fucking love Urianger then, because he literally speaks like a goddamn fucking 5th grade Shakespeare play.
I still think, and I still want to play this at some point, I haven't gotten the chance, I want to play a Triton Bard character in D&D.
Oh, God, yes.
Like, I had a copy of the Norton Anthology of English Literature, and I was going to, like, very specifically reference poems and songs from there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, boy, like the best part of
old English.
Yeah. My favorite part about Shakespeare is if you were to translate it directly to modern English, it would literally be the most vulgar shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like...
Which is
like
wonderful.
One of Shakespeare's lines, literally translated modern English, is like, you know that meme where it's like, good, excellent argument. Unfortunately, I fucked your mom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's entirely Shakespeare, right there.
That's literally a thing. Like, that's not even like. There's literally like a fucking part. Like, well, I think it might be Merchant of Venice. It might be. I don't know which one exactly, but basically Shakespeare just goes, excellent argument. Unfortunately, I fucked your mom. And it's like, Jesus, Will, holy fuck. Anyways, back to the question at hand. Thigh check. I don't have thighs.
How do I do a thigh check? Like, checking to see if I still have thighs?
I don't have any thighs. Ah,
can you hear that? That's my thigh check.
Oh boy.
There. The sound of me slapping my thighs. There you go. For your amusement. What is a thigh check? I've never heard of that.
Oh boy. Okay. As a Titus Andronicus apparently is where it's from. Okay, I don't know why I thought Merchant of Venice. Shakespeare was basically a teen on Xbox Live with an education. Which is funny because he had 3 daughters and he made sure none of them learned how to read or write.
Yeah.
Did you know that? Yeah.
I did know that.
Like, have you seen his daughter's signatures? Because they're kind of great.
I don't think I have.
One of them, when she was denied like being taught to read or write, she actually threw herself into art. So her signature, she would just draw like this really super detailed picture of a pig.
I love that.
Like, yeah, like she could just whip him out. She's just like whenever she had to sign for a check, just like this super hyper detailed pig, and I was like, holy shit. Fuck. Were we supposed to be talking about D&D characters?
We were.
How did we get here? How did we get here?
We went very off the rails.
Extremely.
Things just kind of... we started talking and, you know.
Oh my god.
Now we're here.
How are you?
I'm good. You know, Cuphead's dead. It's cool.
Can't believe Cuphead is fucking dead.
Yeah, I can't believe we killed Cuphead.
Yeah, I took him out back and shot him. Is my goblin signature just a chomp on the dotted line on the Yeah, it's just I bite a big chunk out of the paper. That's how they know. We use dental records here in the caves.
Rapid, what does that mean? What if I told you to murder Bunny?
What?
What bunny?
What?
What bunny am I
Okay.
murdering?
Can I eat it afterwards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we eat it?
Can we eat it? Would me, Claire
Mystic
asked,
Scribbles, thank you for following.
would Backbull and me be interested in a short D&D campaign?
Oh yeah, totally.
How short we talking?
Yeah, What if I told you to murder Bunny, not to murder Bunny, but murder What?
What? What?
What?
It has been a minute since I've heard something from a chat that has made my brain stop parsing.
My brain is...
It leaks out my ears!
I'm always down for D&D anything, is the answer.
Yeah.
You have a murderous bunny. Where is it? Murder Bunny. Yes. Do we need to get the holy hand grenade? Mystics is saying exactly what I'm thinking.
Run away?
Do we need the holy hand grenade?
We might.
It's been a while since I've watched Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Holy shit.
Would you believe I've never actually seen it in its entirety? I've only ever seen it in clips.
What?
Yeah. I literally, like, my exposure to that is I've watched each scene independently, out of order, as clips on YouTube. That's,
my
my
God.
only exposure to that movie.
The bunny has uncanny dodge.
No. Come on, Nozzi, say how much you love the football. Oh, I love football, I do. Come on, England!
Are we talking about
Score
Fiona?
some
Because we
fucking
said
goals.
Fiona was the size of a football.
I think so, yeah. But she's like, she's 2'11". I love her so much. She is a goddamn fucking demon at Spy Party, by the way.
Oh no.
Last night
good to
we
know.
played that together. She beat me fucking 6 to fucking 22.
She bought me Spy Party during my Bard Apple debut.
Jonathan, please stop spamming my chat with the word cat. Please stop. I don't want to have to put the chat in slow mode. I don't want to. Oh, okay. Favorite D&D character that's not your
not
VTuber
Appleseed.
model. Yeah, it's not Appleseed. Go.
Am I allowed to say one that I technically haven't played yet?
Yes. I mean, I am a forever DM, so most of my characters I haven't played.
That's so valid.
Ice Wind.
I have a set of characters that my partner and I have created. By the names of my character's Poppy, his character is Eli.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a kind of like basically his character is planned to be like a ranger, but kind of sword wielding ranger.
Yeah, like fucking Aragorn,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
And my character is planned to be like a homebrew class that we both love called the Witch.
Oh
She's
boy.
Like a kind of heel-based witch of the woods.
Witch, comma, the legal name.
Yeah. I've praised the book on my Twitter before, but Valda's Spire of Secrets, if you guys want to look it up.
Oh, I've wanted to get that one for a minute, but
Very, very good.
I've been very slow on picking it up.
Amazing homebrew classes. Which is a, personal favorite. But Gunslinger's also really fun in there.
Gunslinger. Is this a Critical Role book?
It's not,
like
no.
made by them?
Nope.
Okay, because I know they've got a book.
Yeah,
that's got
they
a
have a
Gunslinger class in
Gunslinger.
it. Yeah.
But these characters, we've done many Wildermyth campaigns with the two of them. We've made constant jokes about these characters together. And like literally just earlier this week, a friend of ours was like, hey, I want to start a campaign again. So we might finally get the chance to play these characters, and I'm so excited.
Oh man, that I honestly like. Please let me know how that goes, because like that's always the best feeling. So when you have a character like in your pocket for so long, you're just like, I want to play them.
Well, it's like it's very lame in that we both like came about the character concepts because we wanted to play characters that slowly fall in love during campaign.
Aww. Oh, that's cute. That's cute.
So it's like, you know, we the general concept of the two characters is like, you know, he was injured in the woods. This like witch girl found him, kind of healed him, nursed him back to health. And because of just the way the witch class works, she has these kind of like visions of like him being in grave danger, and is like basically
And it has
like
these like must protect moments.
yeah, like basically like I need to stay with this boy and make sure he's okay, whereas he has the opposite thing of like I need to protect this witch who just saved my life. So
Oh god, the Rangers just got like a Wookiee life debt thing going on.
yeah, kind of. It's
Oh shit.
you know, it's planned to be very cute and very cheesy.
It sounds very cute.
But that's very much our vibe.
Yeah.
What about you? Favorite character?
So I'm gonna go in another direction. So I have a shitload of characters that I will never get to play ever, because forever DM, and any game I get into is cursed to fucking die.
Note to self: invite you to a game. Go on.
Excellent. Invite me to a game you want to end. My Saturday game got canceled due to interpersonal drama.
Oh no.
Which, yeah, like our
so
fighter.
sad.
Yeah, our fighter decided that he wanted to solve everything with violence in Grim Hollow.
Oh no.
Yeah, have you ever played Grim Hollow?
I have not, but I'm very familiar with it.
It's the Dark Souls of fucking
yeah.
D&D, for those of you that don't know, where running away is usually a good idea, it's always a valid option. Our fighter decided that he wanted to, between a fight between an ancient vampire lord and a ghostly knight, to run in and fight them both. It's like these two were fighting. Yeah, these two were fighting, and we come in and we're like, okay, maybe we should leave. It's like, or maybe like, or at the very least, like, see where the wind blows on this. And our fighter was like, I'm gonna just run in. And it links, like, without going into too much detail, it basically blew up with the fighter shouting at us. And eventually, and the DM just got, like, to the point where he's like, you know what, fuck it. It's done. Fuck y'all.
That's so sad.
Yeah, like Mystic's in that game too, and I feel so fucking bad because it's like it's just it's like it's the longest running game we've been in for a while. But sorry, so my actual character that I like. So this is a character I will never use because I love her so much. I don't want her to get hurt. I've made a character that I simp for too much.
That's so valid. Go on.
Boy. Okay, so. Her name is Eden Call. She is a high elf. She's a high elf bard. And what type of bard she is depends, but she is a mab.
Okay.
So she was left abandoned at the doorstep of a human family, and I kind of made the joke like. So I made this before I was out, right?
Mm-hmm.
I made this character before I was out, so this part of the thing is kind of from back then when I was still trying to figure egg shit out. I kind of made the joke that, haha, elves are effeminate, ha 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 ha. So they thought that Eden was a female elf and raised her female, and Eden kind of identifies as female, but biologically she's male. And as she kind of grew up, she didn't have any idea of what, like, a high elf kind of thing is.
Yeah.
And... What?
Oh, I'm just
What?
I'm just saying, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I ramble.
Okay, sorry.
Go on.
And but she always felt like, she was kind of like in the wrong kind of thing. She didn't understand what was going on. Like, she felt female. She had been raised female. She, like, was female. But, you know, she got a dangus. And then she reads up that the high elf patron Coralon will grant a blessing to those that earn his favor to basically change their biological sex at will, right? Which is actually a thing mechanically.
Yeah.
Uh, so now she has basically taken, it's like she's taken to the road to basically gain the favor of her patron god so that she can feel more at home in her body. That's her quest. And her whole thing is she's very innocent. She doesn't really know much about high elven culture. She speaks the language, but she speaks it with an accent. Like, she doesn't feel very, like, she feels like an outsider, both to humans because she looks like an elf, and to elves because she speaks elven with a human accent, and she kind of acts like a human. And like, in one of her adventures, she found a magic flute, that, like, she doesn't really know how it works. And while that game didn't go anywhere, I do kind of keep the flute as her thing, and it's kind of like whenever she casts, like, the runes emblazoned on it, like, glow and all that. But, like, she's so innocent and pure, and I just want, like... Sorry. Pardon me. I just want her to be happy so much. I kind of don't want to put her in a campaign, because I feel like she'll just get absolutely fucking crushed and destroyed. She's like a pure, innocent beam of sunlight.
Yeah.
When a lot of my characters are kind of not assholes, but they kind of have moments of being assholes.
I literally, like, when I first started playing Appleseed as a character, like, I was very specifically to that DM, like, because I'm usually someone who, like, I come up with pages and pages of backstory, and I'm like, I want to be really, really involved in, like, the world and stuff like that. But I was just kind of like, I just want to play a character where I just have fun and vibe. Like, I barely came up with a backstory. Like, I had stuff, but it was stuff that didn't really matter, which I was fine with. And it was just kind of like, this is a character that I just want to basically have fun and just be silly with for a few hours.
Yeah. Like Eden's kind of that for me, and I if I were to bust her out, it would have to be for a DM that I know is gonna be able to kind of recognize that I don't want, like, dark shit happening to Eden. Like, Eden can fight, right? She's much more of as, like, a support kind of thing. Like, as a bard, like, she has, like, healing spells, and, like, it's all about boosting morale and everything. Like, she'd rather solve problems without breaking out her bow and arrow. But like, a lot of DMs don't really recognize that, like, they're like, oh, your character gets touched by a weird man in a tavern. Like, no, that would fuck with Eden really bad, and I can't.
No,
I can't, like, it's why I never use her. Like, in the few games I get, like, I break out, like, I've got my badasses. But, like, if, like, you put all of my D&D characters and OCs in a room, like, Eden would be in the back, and the rest of my characters would be like, I would die for this one.
Yeah, like, with Appleseed, like, the most traumatic thing that happened to her was, and I think this was for her specifically very traumatic, because I had her character very much kind of take on, like, for lack of a better term, a younger sister role to the party. Like, she was the baby, everyone wanted to protect her, even though she was, a pretty powerful druid who had, like, just because of wild shapes and my plant forms, was able to take more hits than most of the party combined. Like,
hang on real quick. Mystic, the main issue with that is that Matthew hasn't run a game in, like, half a year. Sorry, I had to answer
no worries.
Question. Sorry.
So, like, the most traumatic thing that happened to her was, like, she had one of her party members, who was played by my now partner, who died and she couldn't bring them back to life.
Oh,
Like, her magic
no.
just did not work. And it was this moment of, like, oh my god, my friends could die, and I can't save them.
Fuck. That is.
And so it wasn't, like,
no.
it wasn't anything, like, horribly traumatic, like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
kind of fucked up, for lack of a better term. But
Yeah.
it was something that, like, for her, was a really big traumatic deal.
Yeah. I'll honestly, like, the thing with trauma for D&D is, like, I've had characters that have gone through some really fucked up shit. Like, one of my
same.
characters had her fucking arm torn off at the shoulder.
Yeah.
Like literally, like, barehanded, someone ripped her fucking arm off.
Yep.
And like, other shit where, like, characters gone through, like, really, really fucked up shit. Really, really fucked up shit. But I think the most singular traumatized I think a character has gotten happened from them being pushed down a set of stairs by a party member.
Holy shit! Why?
But, like, okay, so, bear in mind, I've had characters who have had their souls torn from their body. Fucking one of them had, like, all of the bones in one arm liquefied. Like, shit that, like, is actually traumatizing. I think the most traumatized a character has been. So, I had an aberrant mind sorcerer. Her name is Jaina. And she. So I don't know if you do this, but a lot of my characters are just like, I'm just take a small part of my psyche, chisel it off, and be like, there we go, that's the character.
Yeah.
And so Jane is autistic. Like, actually, like, she's autistic coded, and she's played very straight. Like, I completely, like, demask when I'm playing her, right? And I think the most traumatizing things ever happened. So, she had a moment where her friends were fighting a bunch of these monsters that were weak to fire, like, really weak to fire. And I might be misremembering, so Mystic will fucking definitely correct me in the chat if I'm wrong. Mystic, it's fine. It was good for the story.
Go on.
It's fine. Like, I don't blame you, Jesus. So she thought, as an aberrant mind sorcerer, she's like, these creatures are all weak to fire. They can do a lot of damage to my friends.
Yeah.
If I throw a fireball and use careful spell to ensure that they pass all of their saves and take half damage, all of them will be fine. And they'll take a lot less damage and kill all the monsters. Like, versus if I were to firebolt and take them down one at a time. So she does it because literally, like, that's kind of, and bear in mind, this is my personal experience with autism.
Yeah.
This is like kind of a thing of like lesser harm kind of thing without really that going on. So she does it. She makes sure to weave the spell so that it doesn't go around anyone. They were weak to it, Mystic, because it killed them all. It did double damage to them and did half damage to all of you. I remember this explicitly. And Mystic's character, who I don't remember which one it was, got very, very angry, and Jaina did not understand. Like, remember, this is a character who their reason for their aberrant mind is, and the reason for their autism is that they are actually a mind flayer larva that has failed ceramorphosis.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, so basically, the original Jaina is long since dead.
Yeah.
They were captured by mind flayers. They had the slug put in their head, and it started, chowing down and doing what it do. But because the mind flayer nest was weakened, they were basically using substandard larvae. So it tried to start ceramorphosis, but failed, and Jaina's will overpowered its will and kind of just impressed her personality, her consciousness on the larva. So it kind of got Jaina's personality and everything like that, but also, like, basically gave her that autistic coding. So she didn't understand what she did wrong. Like, as far as she was aware, she'd saved everyone, and now she was being shouted at by someone that she considered, like, one of her closest friends. And then the drow, Driss, gives her a shove, and the DM's like, you're on top of a staircase, you sure? And so Jaina gets pushed down a staircase. Like it's only about 5 feet of stairs, so it's not like an entire staircase. And so she just winds up prone on the ground, and like I said, I am masking off for this character. I am like not doing the usual thing where actually trying to actively look for social cues and shit.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the character starts crying. And she loses her shit and she kind of starts hiding behind the other party members from the drow. And that was so fucking traumatizing for her that even though we never actually finished that campaign because the DM had to quit for stress reasons, it was so fucking traumatizing. It changed the group dynamic from then onward, and it was fucking great. And it all came from an autistic girl getting pushed down the stairs.
Oh.
In a fucking character roster where fuckers have been completely fucking gone through identity death.
My heart.
Holy shit. Yeah, I think that's the fun thing. That's the fun thing about Dungeons and Dragons is that what the thing that strikes you the most isn't always the most violent thing. Sometimes it's the most smallest little character interaction. That's what I like the most.
Yeah, one of, if not my favorite moment in any campaign I've ever been involved in. And again, more Appleseed stories. Something I did while playing Apples. Mystic, no. That was not the time. I'm telling a wholesome story. It's not the time for Valley Girl.
Oh, no.
Okay, so.
Oh, no.
So, I was playing Appleseed. And something I did throughout the entire campaign was I had a sketchbook. And I'd make crappy little, stick figure doodles of Appleseed and the party. And I did them with a sketchbook. With the few sessions we did in person, most of our sessions were on Roll20, so I did just MS Paint art.
Oh God, Roll20.
And it was
I don't miss that side at all.
It was, it wasn't supposed to be good drawings. It was garbage. But something that legitimately, absolutely, I'm breaking Valley Girl voice for a second.
I'm sorry, fucking someone in my chat, King of All Fools played the anime.
The anime, what?
You ever heard of it, the anime, what? Mm-hmm. That one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, that just I was so focused on your story and then that just hit me like a ton of bricks. My God.
But a friend of mine, his character was had a bit of an arc where he went away from the party for a while because he was trying to figure out his own stuff, kind of basically going on a personal journey.
Yeah.
Our characters in particular were very close to the point where I'd refer to him as my big brother and everything. And what he did when he finally returned to our party was him as the player took the first ever drawing I made of our entire party and recreated it.
Oh no! Oh, and that's amazing. I love
he
that.
Recreated it in a slightly better art style. But he gave it to me as a gift, and I still have it, and it makes me cry.
Oh, I love that.
It was so sweet. It was such a small little thing that absolutely got to me. Anyways, I'm sorry. I broke Valley Girl Apple there. But
oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I can't believe you would do this. Oh my God.
Okay, so related question. What's your most epic moment from a campaign?
Oh boy.
Something that you just remember being fuck, that was cool.
Okay. Okay, so this is from Cyberpunk 2020.
Okay.
So old ass fucking system.
Yeah.
I do not think. No, God, like yeah, I don't think I even know any of these people anymore. That's great. Okay, so I
Even
have
better.
a character. I have a character called Cass, right? Carolyn Cassidy, and her whole thing is that she is a lawman from the independent Texas Republic, which is a whole other thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And she was tracking a cyber psycho that fled from Texas to Night City. Um, and the big twist is that the cyber psycho is her former husband and partner. Woo,
Whoa!
woo. And the big thing was that like she had always kind of sworn off cybernetics because she kind of like she came from like a religious family. Like she personally wasn't religious, but her family was. She kind of was always like, I don't know. I'm gonna do it. So her partner would always get like all the augmentations to kind of like let that balance out like the weakness in their team.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
she was always like the gun person, and he was always like the fucking Jesus. Someone played a very loud bang in my sounds, and it scared the shit out of me.
Oh no!
Ah.
I mad respect to you or to anyone who has like sound alerts that can be like really loud sounds or anything like that, because I can't do that shit. Like I get way too easily freaked out.
That actually scared the shit out of me. But yeah, like, but her whole thing was that she was like the marks for like she had like a dummy high reflex score.
Yeah.
It was like as high as it could be, so she was like really excellent. He was like always very, very strong. Eventually, he went cyber psycho and went to Night City to flee because he'd gone fucking insane, and she was sent to take him in, and that was like her whole plot hook.
Yeah.
We went through several things where she teamed up with the other guy. I think it was like we had a solo, which is basically just a fighter. I think we had a corpo, which is kind of like God, I don't even know what I think corpo is kind of like a warlock kind of thing, but you know,
Okay.
with corporate shit instead of demons. I mean, not much difference there. And I think
Capitalism,
we
go on.
had and I think we had a rocker boy, which is basically a bard.
Okay.
And so like we had to go through the whole thing, and I would always, and every gig we did, I would get like a little thing where like I would find like some clues or something that he'd been involved. Basically, like every single one of our personal stories was involved with like the chain of gigs that our characters would go on.
Yeah.
And eventually we'd sold everybody's thing but mine. And it turned out that the cyber psycho boyfriend, he'd leveled out a little bit, but he was still kind of like not right in the head. Like he had like this disassociative kind of paranoia, and he wanted to basically blow up Night City because he believed that it was something. I think it was like that like the Illuminati was controlling Texas from afar from Militech Tower or some shit like that. And so we get into this big fight with him and like a bunch of robots that he'd hacked and all that. And my character, like I went like full like cowboy thing, like with the theming. So my weapons was a lever gun and a revolver.
Hell yeah.
In a world with fully automatic rifles.
Yeah,
So already, you know, that's going at it. And she kind of has this thing with the party where she's like, leave him to me. You guys take care of the robots.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I
so they
wanna
went
take
at
care
it.
of him.
And the fun thing about Cyberpunk is when you hit 0, you go to death saves, or you don't go unconscious. You're still conscious while you're doing your death saves. So, he has this chainsaw arm, which is an actual thing in 2020, and I wish they'd put it in red, because god damn it. And I take him down to death saves, and he's just rolling, passing, and eventually, like, it's his turn. He charges at me with his chainsaw arm. He rolls to attack me, and I'm like, okay, well, he's not gonna hit because, you know, like, it's whatever, right?
Yeah.
Because when you're at 0 HP and on death saves, you have a penalty to all your stats, basically.
Okay. So chances
comes
of him
at me.
hitting you was very low.
Is nothing. He crits.
Oh no.
Then he rolls, and so when you in 2020 you roll a d10 when you hit, and it determines what body part you hit.
Uh-huh.
He rolled to hit my right arm, which is my gun arm.
Oh no.
Brings it down, hits it, and I'm like, okay, so what's his damage? So in 2020, if a body part takes 8 damage or more after armor mitigate, like after armor mitigation, that body part comes off.
Yeah, so it's...
So he crits the damage. He
Mm-hmm.
deals like upwards of 16 damage to that arm
Jesus
after
Christ.
my armor mitigation.
Oh no.
So that arm is just completely gone. Like my lever gun
Yeah, it's
falls to the
fucked.
side down, and I'm just like with my left arm, and it's like it's my turn, and I'm like, okay, fuck, what do I do? I'm bleeding out. I'm like I'm almost on death saves myself because of that.
Yeah.
So I pull my fucking revolver, and there's no disadvantage for shooting in melee in 2020.
Okay.
I wanna
Yeah,
specify that. I put my gun under his head, under his chin, and I'm going to fire, and I'm going to take an aimed shot at his head.
Mm-hmm.
I crit,
Oh fuck.
so it's a guaranteed hit. I pull the trigger, I roll the damage, and here's the fun thing about a headshot: if you destroy the head, unless somebody has a certain augmentation that allows them to continue after the head's been blown off, they're dead outright. No death saves.
Yeah, they're fucked.
I do, and I cut through his subdermal armor, and I do exactly 8 damage.
Holy fuck.
Like after damage mitigation, exactly 8 damage. And I take his head clean off, and like I just say like, oh, Cass is like she's got like a tear rolls down her cheek. She pulls the trigger, the 357 bullet just tears through his head and destroys his brain. And then like she just collapses to the floor, and like as the rest of the team finishes off the robots, I think the solo came over and stabilized her, so she's unconscious after that point, so she doesn't know what's going on. She wakes up, she gets a new silver cybernetic arm, but she like covers it up with like a leather duster and like a glove.
Mm-hmm.
She just goes back to Texas, and it's so fucking cool.
Hell yeah.
It was
That's
like
dope.
my coolest fucking moment in tabletop, and it's so cool that even though like if I use Cass again and say Red or another 2020 game, like that story probably will never happen again, if unless a DM like allows me to do it.
Yeah.
I will always give her that silver arm on her right side.
Hell yeah.
I will always do, because she's fucking earned it at that point.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Like that was the coolest tabletop fucking moment ever, and oh boy, I wish I still knew that DM, because he like literally vanished off the face of the fucking internet.
Oh damn. That
Like
sucks.
yeah, like he abandoned all his accounts. I don't know why.
Well, hope he's okay at the very least.
Yeah, I think it's like one of those things where it's like, you know, like
Life happens.
people occasionally, you know, they just change usernames and just don't come back, you know?
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's my coolest tabletop moment, and I'm sorry it required so much
No,
context, because
it's
2020
okay.
is such a niche. 2020 is such a niche fucking system, but I love it so much.
It's all good.
Oh boy. Shit. We're coming up on 2 hours. Are you? I don't remember. I don't remember how long you said you wanted to go
I'm
for.
still good for another half an hour at least.
All right. Oh my god. All right. The Colt Single Action Army, the most powerful handgun ever made. 6 shots, more than enough to kill anything that moves. There you go, Space. There you go. The fucking Revolver Ocelot quote.
Oh man. No, there's been so many like amazing moments that I've had in tabletop stuff.
Yeah, it's like tabletop is like I like I will talk shit about 5e until the cows come home, because it's a really, really good basis for so many different things, but like the combat sucks. But when you get that moment of like things popping off good, like 5e is such a good fucking system.
Yeah, and this is where my story comes in. I was in a campaign where it was,
Nim, I will hydrate in just a moment. I don't have any water left.
it was me, my one of my friends, and then 2 other friends of ours. So just 4 players. The general crux of the campaign was we're in the like elemental plane of fire, in specifically like the city of Brass. We inherited like a really huge debt that we owe to like a very powerful and like destructive dragon noble, basically. So we owe a shit ton of money, and the campaign was basically like, we need to make money fast and like quick, like fast, quick,
Like it's classic.
any ways we can.
Yeah. Speaking of, so I have a wireless headset. I'm gonna go to the kitchen and top up my water. I'll keep talking. I'll still hear you.
Okay. So we had this campaign. I was playing at the time a Phoenix sorcerer who I had like a bunch of kind of, I very specifically like took feats and chatted with the DM about like, you know, taking the elemental adept feat twice to overcome like immunity to fire to treat it as resistance. So like she was a fire maid designed to fucking like hit folks who were immune to fire. And we had kind of, throughout the course of the campaign, we basically inherited a chariot team. And, like, had this whole kind of chariot racing arc, where, you know, we had this team called the Hellfire Riders, and...
Well, I'm sensing a theme here.
Yeah.
Time for it. Okay, I will hydrate. I'm just taking a big sippy.
So we like had this chariot team where it was like our rogue party member who would be like the driver, and then the rest of us would kind of be like on the chariot, either like assisting in kind of the combat portion of it, because it was like, you know, chariot racing where it was basically anything goes, so you can fuck up the chariots in any possible way.
So basically you were just fighting in like fucking like 8th century Byzantium then. Holy shit.
Yeah, it was so fun. And because I was playing a sorcerer, like, I had our big damage.
I cast fireball at the enemy chariot.
So we had this one fellow rider, like, chariot racer / just general thorn in our side throughout the entire campaign. Who, like, his chariot of sorts was basically like a kind of flaming hoverboard. Where
a flaming hoverboard.
Yeah, it was like, you know, it was basically, he'd kind of hover off the ground. He was like a lot faster.
I would assume so. There's no friction.
Yeah. And for some reason that was legal. I don't remember why, but
because it was good for drama. That's why.
So like we had several moments in the campaign of already like having trouble with this guy. My character in particular had like a big run-in with him where basically like she was trying to find out information about like a kind of temple to a phoenix, because she was trying to gain like basically a phoenix's blessing for her own personal story. And he like tried to fuck her, and she was like not having that shit.
That's fucking escalated. My god.
He was just like a creepy dude already, and then, you know.
Yeah, just, you know.
So
like that fucking guy from Megamind.
Yeah, so the party already had like a lot of reason to like not want him around. But my character in particular was like, I'm gonna kill this bitch. Like, and so we had one of our chariot races, and it was kind of like the penultimate race, where we were going to be getting like a huge cash prize. It was like a tournament thing. So it's basically like, okay, if we win this, like, we're gonna have like a bunch of money towards our debt.
Yeah, like it's enough to retire kind of thing.
Like, we need to win this, because if we don't, like, we're gonna be severely behind on the amount of time we have for our debt, and severely behind on the amount of money we have.
Oh boy.
So it was
I
like,
imagine the race had an entry fee, I imagine.
yeah, like, we needed this, basically. And so, like, we were doing this race. There was the rogue that was driving. Our one, like, artificer party member was kind of, like, inside the chariot itself, like, working on it while we were racing. Our, like, druid party member was kind of off, like, fighting and beating up, like, other chariots. And I was on the back of our chariot, just, like, blasting spells left, right, and center.
Okay. I was wondering how, like, a more melee-focused, like, person would deal with it. I was like, I guess if you're jumping off the chariot, just fucking, like, beating the shit out of him, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. So, I don't remember exactly how, because this was years ago, but we found out that this Afridi dude, who we were having issues with, the one with the hoverboard, was cheating in the race somehow.
What? Was it because he was using a hoverboard?
I don't remember, but he was doing something that was, like, one of the few rules this place had that was, like, against the rules. So we were kind of like, okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna, like, blast the motherfucker.
Oh boy. And then, yeah, like, he's an Afridi, so he's immune to fire, and then you just set him on fire.
Yeah, like, I treated immunities as resistances. And so, like,
oh god, I just imagine it from his perspective. Like, aha, I'm immune to fire!
oh yeah.
Oh no, I'm on fire. That's what that feels like. Shit.
Oh, it was the best, because so many of the Afridi were total assholes to us. Because I was just playing a human. So it was like, okay, you're very, like, low trash tier. Like,
Oh boy.
It was a pretty nitty-gritty campaign where it was like, you know,
Racism is real, kind of
racism is real, like,
Oh boy. Okay, like, how bad did it get? Because I've had DMs do that where they were chill, and I've had other DMs where it's like, if you play a goblin, I will have you American history X'd.
Yeah, it was something that, like, we all were aware of and we're all cool with, like, going in.
Okay.
And, you know, we all knew, like, going in that this is the way this kind of society would work. And
I had a DM break out the surprise racism on me once, and just, like, my
God.
goblin got fucking hit with a fucking fire hose like it was 1960.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was fucked.
So like, there was many different times where my character was, like, either almost captured or could have been captured as, like, a slave. Like, it wasn't good.
Yeah, sounds like it.
So I was talking with, like, our rogue party member, because him and I, like, we had a very similar wavelength. Our characters were, like, really tight. So we hatched this entire grand plan. We're, like, you know, we're doing this whole combat, and in the meantime, like, we're texting each other, talking about, like, this grand plan, because we didn't want to say anything in front of the DM.
Oh, that's great.
And sorry.
I had a thing to just quickly say about that. Fucking, I told players that, like, they shouldn't be, like, DMing each other on Discord. They, like, just, yeah, does metagaming kind of thing. You know what they fucking told me? They
What?
said we'd like to go to the market, please, because it was kind of downtime. You know what they did? They bought fucking sending stones. And I couldn't argue. That was too good of a
fair enough.
response. I was like, fair enough. All right, it's not metagaming
No,
anymore.
I don't like doing that, but it was one of those things of like, okay, if we say anything to our DM, like he's absolutely going to use this against us.
Yeah.
So
that just reminded me.
Yeah, no worries. We came up with this entire grand plan of like our chariot was at this point in the race like completely fucked, even with our artificer like working on it. So it was like, okay, I'm going to just fully charge a delayed blast fireball.
Oh.
Our rogue, because he has evasion, is going to grab it and like hurl it kind of in between our chariots. And like it probably will hurt our rogue very badly, but it will also completely fuck up this other guy's like hoverboard thing.
You just fucking, oh my god, you just fucking car bombed him. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
so it was like this entire like full several rounds of me just charging this fireball while we're avoiding shit left, right, and center. And then like me jumping into the driver's seat, handing the fireball to our rogue like jumping and tossing it to the ground like a giant fucking like football of fire, it making this huge explosion that like fucked half of our chariot but pushed us just over the finish line. Completely
oh my god,
destroyed.
you rocket jumped the chariot. Oh my god.
Completely destroyed this other chariot. And like completely murdered the dude.
Oh, the guy probably saw the fireball. It was like, fire. You're lucky I'm immune. Oh, Jesus! Like, fucking just evaporates like fucking perfect cell.
And it was just like this perfect moment of like all the pieces coming together. Like all the Afridi in the audience, because Afridi were like the biggest assholes to our party of like slave races.
God, especially because they've watched you kill one of their own with
Yeah,
the
so
fucking
it
element
was like
that makes them alive. Like, holy shit.
like me and the rogue character like going to the audience after winning, just being like, let this be a lesson to anyone who dares fuck with us.
Oh my god, that's fucked.
And
oh
it
my
was
god.
like, oh, it was felt so good.
That does remind me of a story a friend of mine told. This isn't my story, it's a friend of mine's story, where he was playing Cyberpunk Red. And so how much of Cyberpunk do you know?
Like very basics. I don't know.
Like, have you played the game at all? Like 2077?
I haven't. I want to at some point, but I haven't.
Okay. So in Cyberpunk, there's these people called nomads, which are basically people that, so the entirety of like the American bread basket, like the bread bowl, and it's like all that, complete fucking dust bowls, like because basically corporations bought out or basically stole land from like the families that lived on the farms, and like a bunch of other stuff. But basically, a large portion of the United States is no longer inhabitable.
Yeah.
And the people that used to inhabit it, they've taken to basically being like, basically Mad Max traveling across the desert kind of thing. And some of them are very, very tribal, and all of them very, very much care for their cars. To the point where, if you play as a nomad, 99% of your skill set is cars.
Okay.
Right? So a friend of mine was playing, and he'd never played Cyberpunk before, and he barely knew the lore, and he kind of played it off by playing the executive class, which is basically just, well, I mean, I already said, it's basically the red version of the corporate that I mentioned before, so it's a little different. So they had to beat a nomad in a street race in order to get access to some sort of MacGuffin. I don't remember what it was. And so you know what our very, very smart executive did? He fucking slashed their tires.
Oh, okay.
He slashed the tires of a group that worshipped cars.
Oh no.
Yeah, needless to say, they won the race, but then when the nomads found out that like they'd basically been racing on blown out tires, they did not get what they wanted. In fact, they had to shoot their way out. Um, Half the party fucking died. The only reason the executives survived is because executives have an ability called oh god, I forget what it's called. I think it's called like synergy or something. Or basically they get two NPC minions to control that are basically bodyguards. And this guy basically left his two bodyguards to die while he fucking ran.
Damn.
Yeah, like the rest of the party all fucking died. And he was left alone with his two bodyguards. And he just left his two bodyguards to die, jumped on a fucking motorcycle that the nomads brought in, and fucking went. And just
Respect, I guess.
yeah. So like this. So like then like the rest of the party kind of was like, well, our characters are all dead. The fuck do we do? And the DM was, and so now the DM just kind of pivoted their entire campaign for whatever it was to this executive trying to escape the wrath of this fucking nomad clan, like, and all of the other players, like new characters, were just like people that the executive hired on using his synergy skill to try and like keep his ass alive.
I kind of love that. I
And, like,
do love how, like, a character death or, like, a TPK can really just completely alter a campaign.
It's what I love about Cyberpunk the most, just because in Cyberpunk death is cheap. Like one failed death save is your character dead. But
Yeah.
also if your head gets destroyed, you're dead no save.
That's something
And, like,
I really... Oh, sorry.
Sorry. No, you say your thing.
I was just gonna say, that's something I really don't like about D&D. And specifically
They
5e,
take so
because
long
that's
to
what
die.
I've have the most experience with. But, like, it's very hard to die.
Yeah. It's why I like Cyberpunk so much. Like if I could trade every D&D game I'm in for a red game, I would.
Yeah,
Like I run one for my patrons every month, Cyberpunk Red Game, and it's so much fun because every other week, if me and my patrons, we run a 5e game, and then once a month we have a red game at the very end, and I'm gonna be honest, I am so much more excited for the red game. Like I love 5e. Do not get me wrong, it is
Yeah,
5e
yeah.
is great, but there's just something about like the like week to because like red doesn't really do campaigns. It's more you have your independent character driven stories and they're framed around like gigs that you take from fixers or like a mission that crops up is like something you need to do, and just the ability to just like on the fly just like week to week be like oh hey, you pissed off this gang last time and here's the thing, or hey, you discovered a thing that ties into your story, so instead of a gig you're going to be helping this character find their missing parents, like, you know, boom boom boom, like it's really fucking cool.
Yeah, that sounds super dope.
Yeah. What if I did alternating weeks Cyberpunk versus 5e? That'd be hard because I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to, because I want to get Rime of the Frost Maiden complete, Mystic. That's why. Because you're like the party is only in fucking chapter 2. You know. Again, there's like 5 chapters of that fucking campaign.
Yeah.
But yeah, like 5e, I feel like fucking 6th edition or 5.5 or whatever the fuck they do. Because I know the next edition is just gonna be 5e but more.
Yeah.
Like that's what they've said. It's just they're just going to expand on what they already have with 5e. But I really wish they would implement more rules that made it easier to die.
Yeah.
And I like just the like 3 failed death saves. Like if you've got like a 50-50 chance. You got a 50-50 chance of you're basically flipping a coin 3 times. And it's
Yeah.
just
I
one death save's enough.
I played in a campaign somewhat recently where like it was specifically designed to be like a much more kind of gruesome and like easier to get hurt and die campaign. Like we had an injury system and everything.
Oh yeah, Grim Hollow has something like that. Every time you go down in Grim Hollow, there you roll on the grievous injury table, and it can fuck your character up. Like you can lose an arm. You
Yeah,
can
yeah, we basically
die
had
outright, shit like that. Yeah.
that, where it was like if we got crit or if we went like dropped to 0 at all, we'd roll on the injury table. Like there was kind of, for whatever type of damage, there was different injuries based on that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I had a character that, like, and granted we never properly finished that campaign, but
Yeah, that happens a lot.
ended that campaign with a lot of fucked up shit. Like she was missing an entire leg,
Oh.
and had like, and this was something different entirely, but had basically like a void shadow leg in its place.
That's cool as hell. That's cool as hell. I love that.
It was like a weird, like, demonic magic item thing that kind of took hold of her body. She also like had part of basically like the tip part of an axe just permanently embedded into her skull.
Oh, like fucking Big Boss. That's cool.
Yeah. This was a lot smaller and I didn't care, but she also had a groin injury where she could never have children.
Oh.
Yeah. That was what was rolled.
Ugh.
I mean, I didn't see her as the character that would ever even really get into a loving relationship.
Don't you
Let alone
bonk me.
have kids. So
I'm not the one talking about fucking punctured labia. Jesus Christ.
it was just what was rolled.
Mystic just redeemed a bonk on my fucking.
There's a bonk on mine if you want to redeem it on my end too. But and even in that entire campaign, I think we had characters go down, but we never actually had anyone die. Fine, I'll just do it for you, Mystic. God. There.
Yeah.
No, I'm
But
getting bombed.
Yeah, but even in Grim Hollow, I'm gonna be honest, it's really difficult to die. Like, going down is one thing, like, getting grievous injuries is another, but, like, through the entire Grim Hollow campaign that we used to have on Saturdays that unfortunately ended last week because player drama, we only had one character actually die, and it's because they were a wizard, and two,
That would
I
do
think...
it.
Yeah, like one of the frontliners was missing that week, and that frontliner was me. So, yeah, I wasn't there to kind of keep the enemy busy. So
Yeah.
the squishy wizard got fucking nailed. But no, Claire, I'm not saying. Sorry, hang on, Claire. No, like I'm not saying that you have to kill players. Like your goal as a DM should not be to kill players. But the thing is that you want your players to have a sense that they could die, is the thing.
Yeah.
And the problem with 5e is that those sorts of near-death situations are very, very difficult. In Cyberpunk, I've kind of scared my players a couple times. Like, our Netrunner once took a nasty fucking bullet wound, like, right to the side of the fucking head, and almost fucking died. They were almost on death saves, and the only reason they got saved is because they were a Netrunner, and they basically locked themselves in an elevator until combat was done. Which, not my ideal way to do it, but, I mean, that was in character for them, because the character was a coward, and they literally got fucking 45 ACP right through the fucking cheek, so.
I have been DMing for 6 years now, and in that entire period of time, I think I've killed 6 characters.
Yeah.
And one of them was because a player specifically requested it.
5e, I've killed maybe 3 in the space of... God. When did 5e come out?
I want to say about 6 years ago, because I started it when it was relatively new.
Yeah. I think 2014. Yeah, so just over, like, 8 years. So I've been playing it for about 6, it feels like. And I've killed about as many fucking players.
Yeah, like... And granted, like, I don't want to go into it with the goal of killing players, but
Yeah.
like
You don't want them to. You don't want to. You don't. Your goal isn't to kill them. It's to make them scared that they will get killed.
yeah, like and maybe this is also just me. Like I'm someone who I have a million characters constantly on standby,
Same.
and so it's like I will be forever upset if you do kill my character, but at the same time, please kill my character so I can play one of the many other characters I have.
Yeah. Like I've got a Wild Beyond the Witchlight game on Mondays that I actually get to play in. Thank fuck. And I'm playing a this is a homebrew class from Final Fantasy XIV, a Gunbreaker, and I love him. I love my little non-binary disaster boy. I love them. I love them so much. They're a winged tiefling, and the idea of having a gunblade and fucking beating up fairies with a gun that shoots bullets. That's
yeah.
great. But at the same time, I've got this other character who's another tiefling, a wizard, who is completely asexual, and her name is Patience because she got that virtue name because, she literally like has no concept of time. Like she literally like watched paint dry once because she was like, "Hey, why does paint dry?" when she was a child, and her dad went, "Why don't you watch it and find out?" So she did.
Yeah, like
It's like this character that takes everything super fucking literally and like has no concept of time. I want to play this character so much, but I've got this beautiful boy that I love right here in front of her.
Fiona is here.
Fiona's here.
Fiona!
Fiona.
Hello! Cuphead died on us, so now we're chatting.
Yeah, we're just talking about D&D shit. Like,
oh, you're exhausted? I'm so sorry.
oh no. Yeah. Yeah, fucking 5e should either like lower the health pools of players or fucking raise the damage of enemies. Like, you know how much effective HP a barbarian can have at like level 5?
Yeah. No, like
Like it's ridiculous. They have like they can have the same HP as a fucking level 15 fucking fighter. Like holy shit, at level 5, like effective HP because rage halves their damage taken.
yeah, like I again, I love 5e to bits, but
Combat sucks.
I want to be able to like play other characters and stuff,
Yeah.
and like I want there to be more of a fear of death. Like even in the campaign where it was specifically designed for us to like
Yeah, the like the meat grindery ones. Even the meat grindery ones, it's not. Oh, it's just oh like and the worst part is that like combat takes so long. You got your movement action, you've got your action, you've got your free action,
yeah,
you've got your
right.
object
Like-
interaction, your bonus. Like you know how many actions you have in Cyberpunk? One.
yeah,
Like
rack,
you either open a door or you fire your gun. Pick one.
rack, like that's the thing. Like if it was I'm just genuinely not having fun playing the character, like I would just have them leave for one
Yeah.
reason or another. But like the issue is the fact that I'm usually like, yeah, no, I love this character. I just also really like to play one of my other ones.
Yeah.
So it's
and
like,
having a
okay, if
character
they
just-
die, then it's, you know,
that's a bookend on their story. Like you don't feel like like you don't have that feeling of like later on you're like, oh man, if only so and so was here. Like instead you have this thing of like, okay, they died valiantly, but like if they just kind of wander off, it's like oh god, like one of the worst feeling ones I ever had was so there is a game that I'm banished from, unfortunately, because the owner of the server does not like me very much, but before I got banished. I had a character. It was a barbarian character, and I stopped really having fun because, like, we were very very melee centric. So I always felt like I was kind of
Gotcha,
like
gotcha.
jockeying for position, and I was like, I want to play a wizard character, but my characters also kind of established themselves as team mom. So how do I do that? And like I eventually I had this moment of like, okay. So she's going to stay behind in this country that we've just liberated, and she's going to try and help rebuild because that makes sense. But then the entire time I was like, I really wish she was here right now because the group's going through some shit and they really kind of need this character. Ah, shit. Ah, fuck. You know? Like, if she had died, then I would have been like, oh man, if she was here. Oh well. But now I'm just like, she is literally a fucking 2-day boat ride away. Call her on a sending stone and she will be right here.
Yeah, no, that's
But
entirely.
you can't do that because I've got this other character that I'm playing now.
Yeah, like it's very. I don't know. It always feels weird to me to just kind of have a character leave unless I have like a good reason for them to leave.
Like unless it's like they have like their story ended, it always feels weird.
Yeah.
Like and there's no real and like that's your choice. It's like, do you have them leave and their story doesn't end at all and it's always gonna be in the back of your head, or do you just carry them through and like convince the DM to give you an end to their character's arc, or do you just kill them and be like, all right, game over for that guy. They didn't complete their goal. That's a tragedy, and the
Well,
tragedy can then go on and inspire more.
again, like I give credit to a fellow like a player I had in my first ever campaign I ran, who like the way the campaign was kind of constructed, it was like a big political like uprising against like a tyrant king. So there was like a big rebellion that was kind of led by one of my players. And this like one of my other players was kind of the leader of the rebellion's like right hand.
Ah,
So like, you know, this leader of the rebellion was like, he was the bastard son of the king, like very young, only 17, trying to lead this like big rebellion.
he's doing his best.
Um, and then there was like his best friend, kind of Whisper, this cat girl who was like, okay, you know, you're the face here, but like, I'm gonna be the one that keeps you sane because you're an actual child, and you know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
helps
Oh,
you
boy.
out. And like the player asked me when we were like midway through that campaign and things were starting to like get really heightened. He was like, okay, I want you to kill off Whisper because I think it would be really good, like a really dramatic, like big moment in the
Yeah,
campaign.
and the fact they had to ask that instead of that instead of that happening naturally, though, that really does show like the weakness of
Yeah,
writing,
it was,
though.
on the one hand, it was kind of like, yeah, you know, I appreciate the fact that you see that that would be a really good story beat, and like, that's
It's a pity
awesome.
it can't happen naturally.
But yeah, it's also a big shame that, you know, I,
Like,
even with me trying to throw threats at you guys that are big, like, they're not big enough, clearly.
yeah, like you need to like exceed the CR by like fucking twofold before, like you need to be like having ridiculously high fucking CR
Yeah.
for there to be even a threat. But by the time you reach that level of CR, it's like, okay, so these no-name chuckle fucks are going against like lesser draconids. Have fun. Like that makes no fucking sense. Like the shit that makes
Here's
sense for people to be fighting, there's no CR.
here's your group
Here-
of level 6 players, and they're going up against a Tarrasque, you know? Like,
Yeah, that's the only real way to give like danger. It's ridiculous. I don't like giving Matt Mercer too much credit because he does a lot of stuff I disagree with, and a
Also-
lot of what he.
sorry. Thank you, Fiona, for the biddies, and no, I don't think you have shown me your special 3.5 supplement.
Oh, I know what she's talking about.
Anyways, go on.
But yeah. So yeah. So Matt Mercer has basically, he's a good DM, but he's also very very emblematic of a lot of the shit that's wrong with 5e. In that he very much plays with kid gloves, but the storytelling that he puts around player deaths is really, really good. But at the
hang
same
on,
time,
Mystic.
but at the same time, if you notice, like, in the history of Critical Role, the only player deaths that have actually happened are ones from either player incompetence or a player wanted to move on, and so Matt killed their character.
There we go. I'm sorry, Mystic was like, place a bonk on Fiona, and I still have, like, a little image of Fiona from something that we did, like,
The
ages
Fiona
ago.
plushie.
So I have, like, little Fiona in the corner getting bonked while we're talking now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Boy, but yeah, like, there was that one tiefling blood hunter who died because he wasn't paying attention to his HP and his blood maledicts.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was Bertrand Bell, who was an older character that got brought in.
Sorry, Fiona, I love you. Go on.
Because his player didn't have his stuff ready yet. And he got killed in a cutscene, basically. Like, both times, like, those have caused, like, really massive, like, plot things in Critical Role that have actually been really interesting to watch.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact is because they're in 5e, it basically had to happen due to player negligence, or literally the fucking player left, so the character had to get killed in a cutscene.
Yeah, which is
like
really
it
shitty.
sucks. Yeah, like, imagine if fucking I don't fucking know. Imagine if that stupid fucking Crystal Punk guy in Campaign 3 got his fucking head cut off in Session 1, like he almost did, but fucking Fresh Cut Grass has, like, infinite fucking healing words because he's a cleric. Fucking, like, how fucking cool would that be if, like, Session 1 of fucking Critical Role, like, the Barbarian just gets his head sliced the fuck off?
Yeah.
Like, yes, it would suck for that player that they would need to go and, like, make a new character, and they'd have to get, like, a lot more art done. But the thing is, it's Critical Role. They make infinite fucking dollars. They can afford to commission another artist.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
100%.
Like, shit. And it's just a really big issue with 5e that they need to either lower player health counts or they need to raise the damage of basic enemies.
Yeah, no, I rarely will throw an enemy at a party now without, like, giving it some sort of homebrew buffs.
Yeah. I use Kobold Fight Club a lot.
Oh yeah,
and
I use Kobold Fight Club.
A lot of what I'll do, I'll either make sure that the fight is about a danger level higher than what I intend, or I will change out the items. So my Thursday game, Descend into Avernus, they were kind of breezing through the Baldur's Gate section. So I created a side quest where there's a mansion where they've basically, before the campaign started, they got together and they heard that there was a cult working in the basement there to summon a demon, demon. And they went and they stopped it, but they also were, because they interrupted the ritual, they were bound to the ritual. So now the demon is still in Baldur's Gate, and the only way for it to be banished is if they kill it or they die. So after they had dealt with, like, all of the Flaming Fist stuff, before they went off to Avernus, they had to go fight this creature, Baphomet, and it was a Tanaruk, which is a very high-level demon compared to what level they were, because they were, like, level 3.
Yeah.
And a Tanaruk is, like, intended for, like, I think it's, like, CR9?
And I don't know when I'll do it, if I'll ever do it, but I'd still really want to start a campaign because, and this is a fun fact for everyone, if you don't know that this is a thing, there is a real Wizards official D&D 5th edition item that is a Scroll of Tarask summoning.
Yes, it is. It's in the Icewind Dale. It's an Icewind Dale ending. It's great.
Where it's just, you can summon a Tarask. It doesn't obey you or anything.
No.
It's just a fucking Tarask. So it's still just as wild as a Tarask is.
And yeah, and that's one of the valid endings for Icewind Dale. It just kills the party and fucking just rampages across the Dale, killing everyone.
I've always wanted, ever since I heard about that being a thing, to start a campaign that's just, okay, you guys are level 1, you're in a village, someone got a hold of a Scroll of Tarask summoning in a town about, like, maybe a few days away. The Tarask is heading this way.
What
Good
do?
luck. Session start. Campaign start.
But,
Your goal
yeah,
is to either deal with or,
yeah.
avoid this Tarrasque forever.
Yeah, and that's the kind of shit that is really good. Like you have to put players against like enemies that are higher level than what they're supposed to fight, because otherwise they're gonna breeze through it. Like that Tanaruk I mentioned, like it's CR9, but I tested it like by copying their characters and running like a simulated thing.
Yeah.
They still bested it within 3 turns, so I gave it an enchanted longsword. Oh, thank you for the resub, Tiny. Thank you, Fiona. Yeah.
Yay! Fiona's the best. We love Fiona in this house.
We love Fiona. Fiona's great. But yeah. So I gave it an enchanted longsword called Shatter Spike, which does additional damage to doors, which is something that they really needed because they didn't really have someone who could lockpick except for their artificer. Their artificer has never played D&D before because I'm still teaching them how to do it. Mm-hmm. And the only reason the fighter didn't die is because he had found a cursed amulet of healing. This is how he found that it was cursed. It reduced him to amulet of health, sorry. It reduced him to negative 15 HP. But instead of falling unconscious, he was still conscious, but now he's undead. So, that's a thing he has to deal with.
Yeah.
And I'm fine with that outcome because technically, player didn't die, but they had the issue of now this character's undead, and anytime they go below 0 HP, they risk losing themselves to undeath. Like, it's kind of a problem.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of thing I think regular 5e needs. It needs that sort of shit where it's like, either you're going to die or you're going to come out fucking mangled. And that's something that Cyberpunk does really well. Every time you get crit in Cyberpunk, you roll on the critical injury table, and you can have your arm blown off, like I mentioned before. Like, it's like 5e needs more shit like that.
Yeah, 5e just really needs something to kind of...
It needs to lose the kid gloves, I think.
Yeah. It needs to be easier to feel threatened, for lack of a better term. Like
D&D is a very, very good, Babby's first tabletop thing. But the thing is, once you've kind of got used to the system, it kind of loses all threat. So unless Wizards wants to unless Wizard wants, people to just kind of move away from D&D as they get more used to tabletop, which I don't think anyone wants to do, because D&D is the most popular fucking tabletop game.
Oh, yeah.
But it's they need to add, even if it's just a book of fucking variant rules.
Yeah. And I'm not... I also...
Which I'd be down with.
I feel the need to reiterate, I'm not saying for DMs and stuff, don't go, I'm going to go into every encounter specifically trying to kill my party. But,
no.
Yeah,
it's one of the, every encounter shouldn't kill your players, but every dungeon should. Yeah. Or not kill your players, but put that fear of death in them. Put a couple of encounters that's easy, some CR 1/2 zombies, you just tear the fuck through them. But then every few rooms you hit that moment of oh fuck, we could have died there. Make players want to use short rest.
Yeah.
How often do you use a short rest when you play?
Not particularly often.
Unless there's a warlock in the party, they I can count on one fucking hand how many times a short rest has been used in a thing. And the thing is, a short rest isn't even if you're in a time sensitive thing, it's 5 minutes to an hour. Literally 0 fucking time for your and the only real limitation is how many hit dice you have. Nozzi, would you like it if I use zombies that can infect characters? I would argue that should only be a thing if the zombie brings a player below 0 HP. If a zombie brings a player below 0 HP, I would then have them roll a con save. Because if you're at full health and a zombie scratches you, that's not fair. But if a zombie has brought you to 0 HP, and you're like knocked unconscious and helpless, then the zombie should be able to get like a nice big fucking chomp in, you know?
While we're talking about like just D&D in general, and like we're kind of both talking from the experience of DMing as well.
Yeah.
Something that, and this is, I strongly encourage any DMs here to like do this in their games. Something I found has greatly improved my games is start a campaign with, okay, does anyone have something that they just genuinely don't want included in this campaign?
Yeah, I mean that's like something that like you really should bring up anyway, because like some people are really really skittish. Like even like the concept of like
Well,
spiders freaks some people out.
Not even, and I mean it's especially helpful I find in terms of like triggers or things that like I know in campaigns I'm in, I have a really big problem with like, and this is just the way I am in general, and especially because I work with children, I can't stand like children getting harmed.
Yeah.
I'm not saying like don't ever hurt children, but I don't want like a graphic description of a child like
Yeah, like you don't want to like describe like children being like cut up or anything. Like I might say like oh like the orphanage is being like held hostage or whatever, but like I'm not gonna say like oh the orcs are gonna like devour the children whole like oh that's just too fucking far.
yeah, like you know,
But
you can paint a picture without like painting a disturbing image, I think.
yeah like if it's like if like because I think that's one of those things where it's like a lot of people aren't chill with like kids getting like grievously hurt, and I think if you go too deep in like describing children getting hurt, that kind of makes you look like a fucking freakazoid.
Oh, that too. But
Sorry, but Claire, as for having diseases in D&D, the thing with that is that like in real life, like when you're fighting, like you got to assume that people are wearing like helmets and shit, and like if you're fighting zombies and shit, like remember zombies have to bite you or you need to get their fluid in your blood, and with D&D, hit points are kind of a very weird thing. Like, and I guess it depends on how you view hit points. Do you view hit points as actual fucking actual like you can take this many hits before you go down, or is it here's like how Uncharted, right? Like in Uncharted, for example, they consider Nathan Drake's HP as his luck, and so like every time you get hit, quote unquote, it's really just a near miss or a flesh wound or something. And when your HP runs out, that's Nathan's luck running out and him getting just fucking domed. That's more or less how I view HP. Like, a sword comes down on your shoulder. It bites in, but it doesn't go all that deep, so it doesn't really kill you. Like, your shoulder will hurt in the morning, but it's not really, killed you.
yeah.
I don't know if that's how you do that, Baffle, but...
I don't know. I'm kind of in a weird like little bit of that, little bit of not. Where it's like oh, sorry.
Yeah. Like, no, sorry. I was gonna say, like, yeah, like, I'm just, like... Otherwise, because you know what? Like, because HP is a measurement of how many 103 millimeter howitzer shells it takes to kill your character. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it's a system that is very, very archaic and is literally just a holdover from, like, days where HP didn't measure an individual character, it measured a platoon. So, you kind of can't have it be like your character gets riddled with like 16 fucking arrows like they're fucking Boromir. Like it needs to be like hits that don't breach the skin, very near misses, or like a very light scratch. So if you want to add diseases in, like you kind of need to like and like keep that in your mind. And if a player is like at 100 HP and they get scratched once and it's like you have tetanus and AIDS, it's like, well, like, bro, I only took like 2 damage. What the fuck?
Yeah. Just want to throw out there that I'd love to do a Goblin D&D
I'm
game.
sorry I interrupted you. I just wanted to address Claire's
No.
problem.
It's all good. I'm reading what Fiona's saying in my chat. Where she's saying
I should probably open your chat.
she wants to do a Goblin D&D game with Gobbo VTubers. That'd be super fun.
Shit, hell yeah.
I still, and I've got people in mind. I still want to do a Wildermyth collab where it's just all goblins.
I'd be down.
Yeah. Tiny's invited. You're invited.
Hell yeah. Claire said that she'd be down if you want her.
Hey.
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 What are my thoughts on magically conveyed diseases? Do we mean like stuff that's passed by a curse, or are we talking like werewolf bites? Because werewolf bites.
Fiona,
that's just
Wildermyth is so good. Sorry. I will sing the Wildermyth's praises till the day I die.
Okay.
It is one of my favorite
then
games.
I guess I will look forward to it. But yeah, like werewolf bites, hot, vampire bites, kinky.
What scale are we talking about? Are we talking about this like in terms of a D&D setting? Are we talking about it and how arousing it is? Like what's the
No, I mean I'm mostly memeing. Like
no, I know.
I don't know like how much of my stuff you've seen, but I'm Ace, but I like to make fun of like people who are like kink lords.
Hi-yo. It's me.
Like some necromancer sneezes in my face with a magic necrovirus. I'm not a big fan of that because I feel like it takes a lot of agency away from players. If it's something that you can make work and the players are fine with it, then that's whatever. Like that's the thing with D&D. Consent is king on that one. If players are down for that sort of thing, then yeah. I personally don't like it very much, and I probably wouldn't use it. Like if you get bit by a werewolf, then yeah, fucking roll Constitution save, motherfucker, or get lycanthropy. If you get drained down to 0 HP by a vampire, sorry, motherfucker, you're waking up next time with like wanting to break open your party members like fucking Capri Suns.
Well, I don't remember if this is the actual like how it works in D&D or in 5th edition, or if this is just something that like me and my friends have always done. But every single time I've had lycanthropy come up, it's okay. You can make a con save, and then from there, it's, do you want to resist it? Like, do you want to try and resist this?
That's usually how I do it, too.
Because you can try, or you could just be like, fuck it. Nah, I'm a werewolf now.
I honestly, there was one game I did, and I really liked the way I did it. Like, I don't think I would ever do it again unless the players were down, where I would take a look at the player's stat, and I would then determine whether they get a save on the lycanthropy or not. So like if somebody is like very, very weak in Constitution, then they don't get a save. If they've got between 10 to 14 Constitution, they don't get a save. If they've got higher, they get a save. If they've got less, the save is to not die.
I think the important thing with stuff like that is like if you're going to kind of take away a player's anatomy in that way, make sure that they have the ability to like, if they can't resist it, like easily kind of cure it. Like if they really don't want lycanthropy.
Yeah, like I said, like this would be something that I clear with them like before the game even starts. Like there's going to be lycanthropes in here. Here's the rules as they stand. Are you cool with that? And if they say no, then I'll just use the default rules that Wizards gives.
Holy shit! It's
on that note, in D&D isn't 10 an average? Yeah, and your average person can't resist lycanthropy, because lycanthropy is really fucking strong in D&D, or at least like narratively, it's very strong. Somebody who has like a borderline superhuman constitution probably could fight off the disease. Somebody who has a very weak constitution, like say less than 9. Or nine or less, they probably would just fucking die from it. From how like it's basically like how people that are immunocompromised just die when they get a cold.
Yeah, like it's entirely just your immune system, how that works.
Yeah. What are my thoughts on role-playing sound-obsessed Slaneshi Space Marines? I've never played a 40k tabletop game. I would like to.
I was invited to one at one point. I'm not sure what happened with it. It never... It was like, I was added to a Discord server. Fiona, what the fuck are you sending me? I'm sorry, I got a notification on Steam that Fiona has sent me a gift, and I'm like, Fiona, what is this?
Oh no. Oh god, oh fuck.
Fiona, you spoil me too much. Fiona, what the fuck?
What is it? What is it?
Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Hey, another one.
Fiona!
Fiona really likes playing that. The only issue is it doesn't want to work with her PC very well because EA servers suck.
Yeah, I don't know how well it'll function on my laptop, but maybe once I get my nice PC.
Maybe.
It is relevant today. You're right, but...
Oh, it is. Yeah, you're right. Fuck, I was gonna say something. Oh, shit, have you ever seen the Grim Hollow transformation rules? Because they're way better than the fucking vanilla ones.
I don't think I have. I should look into them.
I don't know if I have... Mystic went to shit. When Mystic wakes up, I'll see if she still has the PDF and I'll send them to you. But basically, like, there's levels. There's levels of them, and there's Lich rules, there's Vampire rules, there's Werewolf rules, there's becoming a devil rules, like having your soul taken by a devil and becoming a fiend. All sorts of different fucking rules for transformations. There's one where your character dies and becomes a ghost.
Yo.
Like, there's so many cool fucking rules for it. I am so fucking, like, it is so fucking cool, and I really want to, and I use them in my games. Like, if someone, like, says they want to become something, I'm like, those are the rules I break out. Like, I want to fucking play again so I can use those rules, but either I can't find a game or everybody wants to use Roll20, and I hate Roll20 so much.
Roll20 is really, like, one of the only things I have experience with in that regard.
I use Foundry, personally. It's kind of like just...
Foundry, I've heard, is good.
It's better Roll20. And it's a lot more modular.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sorry, I hate to be...
Tailspire is apparently good. Oh, sorry.
I hate to be that bitch. It is starting to get late
shit.
my time.
Yeah, I just noticed how long we've been going. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Oh my god.
I got distracted too, and then I was kind of like, oh man, I'm yawning a lot. And then I looked over at the time, and it's like almost 10 my time, and I'm like, oh fuck, I need to be up in 7 hours.
Oh, I am so sorry. I can't
It's
look at it.
okay. It's all good. I've been having fun.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you want to tell my chat where your stuff is?
Hi. If you haven't figured it out, I'm Appleseed. I'm your friendly neighborhood goblin druid. You can find me at twitch.tv/littleappleseed or on Twitter at Little Bappleseed, because Little Appleseed was taken for whatever reason.
Aw, that's mean.
So I'm Little Bappleseed on Twitter. But if you like to just hang out, have a cozy time, watch me struggle at indie games, and make dumb, cute noises and sing a lot, you'll probably like my content. So
Yeah. And, and for Apple's stream, if you haven't already found me already, I'm at twitch.tv/Nozzi the Goblin and youtube.com/c/Nozzivix, NOZZIVIX.
those are Nozzi's links.
I stream every day because I hate myself, and I also post, like, anime commentaries every day as well, almost.
Yeah, which, Jesus, I've gotta say, like, admire the dedication. I could not.
Oh boy, a lot of those commentaries are multi-take endeavors.
Like,
I still have to do tomorrow's one. I might actually just skip tomorrow and post on Friday instead.
That's
Fuck.
so valid.
But yes. So thank you, everybody. I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow at 2:00. And
Yeah, watch Nozzi then.
When's your next stream?
My next stream will also be tomorrow at 7 p.m. CST, so
8:00 Eastern.
8 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah.
I made a poll on Twitter. It sounds like I think we're just doing Kirby Superstar.
Hell yeah.
So cozy Kirby chill times, and then.
And I'm gonna be playing Persona 5 Royal.
Oh, yo.
So yeah. So let's raid someone.
Hell yeah. Who do you want to raid?
Oh, Gary's live. Let's bully Gary.
Let's bully Gary. Let's do it.
Let's bully Gary. Oh, he's playing Sticks. Alright.
Oh, yo.
Time to bully Gary.
Yo, I've been wanting to play Sticks. I'm terrible at Sticks, but.
Alright, prepare for bully.
Okay, wait. I can't type fast enough for this.
Ah, shit. Oh, fuck.
Fuck! No!
Fuck. Ready, bully.
Okay, bullying prepared. Thank you guys
All right.
for hanging out. Y'all are lovely.
Bullies go.
Bullies go! Bye, guys!
Bye.